Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Everwind Chronicles crazy whimsical one shot. I haven't named it yet, so we're going to go with that. Oh, wait, no, we did name it. It is Search for Stoic. Hopefully, not giving too much away. A little preface it. This is going to be somewhat part of the main campaign, but more of a one if for those of you watching. We will let, after it all plays out, Doug decide if it was a one shot or if it all really happened. We will find out and leave that to his discretion. So let's take it away. There's some players. Hi guys.
Hello.
It's weird being in this panel. Okay.
Yeah,
We missed you guys.
All right. So we are going to start out. We are in the middle of that 3-month break that our characters are having, somewhere in the middle of it. And most of you are, if you guys are out of town during this time, we'll just say we all rendezvoused for a nice little catch up so that we all happen to be back in town. And Doug, your character suddenly gets a message from Stoic. Short and sweet, but pained, saying, "I've been taken. Search out Octo." Which is what brings you to find the rest of the party.
Okay.
So if we'll say that where do you guys think you would be? In your townhomes for the rendezvous?
Is this during our 3-month break on the present
Correct.
campaign?
Oh, I've definitely been squatting in Lady Enthress's house. Absolutely. She's got some nice shit, and I've been just enjoying her nice shit while she's been away.
If we make a thing to like meet up as a group,
Yep.
then Bear would be helping out Octo, like heal people. Like he'd be like healing all the sick from the battle.
Okay, well, let's go with you guys all met at Entrances for dinner. And since that's where Tara's hanging out.
Yeah.
And Doug, why don't you describe your character to us, since we don't know who you're playing?
Currently, since I am playing Enthress, you do know what she looks like generally, because currently she looks the same. But so she is back to her more human-looking self at the moment, which is still kind of fair-skinned and that just flawless beauty that you've kind of grown accustomed to at this point, with that black hair that kind of tumbles down artfully, is kind of pulled up into a nice but not overly done kind of updo, and kind of a long kind of wine-colored red dress, as she kind of walks with that confident sway, that sway of the hips that she always walks with, and that sort of like almost ever-present little small grin, or like as she engages you in conversation, welcomes you into her home. It's you always feel like you're the center of the universe for that moment when she's talking to you, of just making it look like it's the best thing on earth every time one of you shows up, and just welcoming you and seating you, and for what she knows, like making sure some of you have your favorite drinks or food or whatnot, and just kind of waiting till you gather and for dinner.
All right, and we'll say about halfway through dinner is when you receive your message from Stoic.
Okay. So the servant hands me the paper, and I read it, and you see that sort of like lightness that she's had suddenly disappear. I'm afraid dinner's going to be Cut short a bit. I seem to have received a message from Stoic.
Sora instantly gets up.
It is mentally, by the way.
Oh, it's mentally.
Yeah, because you're the
Because
only
the
one that he
book-
has in
the
his book.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
Wait, is Present Stoic at dinner as well?
No, you guys just thought he was late.
Oh.
Gotcha.
So as I'm like talking and maybe even telling a story to one of you and everything, just with a wine glass and everything, you just see me stop for a second and just look off, kind of look into the distance for a moment. Oh dear. That's. And I send a reply like, who took, I send a reply to you, who took you?
You wait for a couple moments and there's no response.
And you guys are seeing me like cut off and just sort of look in the distance for a moment.
Because you don't say that out loud. This is all mental, right?
Yeah.
I just I'll wipe throw my hand in front of your eyes.
Lady Enthress.
Terribly sorry, my dear bear. I just received a message from Stoic.
What? Where is he?
Is he running late still?
He says he's been taken. And to seek out Octo.
Sora's already daggers out.
I stand up and kind of wipe my mouth real quick and drop the napkin and like, he wants us to seek out Octo, but he's not responding anymore. I
Okay.
think we should go.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
No, I shouldn't have let him go out alone.
I talked to.
I'm already
I get a
pack
sort of
on.
intention. Did he Is this the guy, the devil guy?
The Bolgash, yeah.
I how would I know?
You
He
talked
doesn't-
to him
he doesn't-
last, I thought.
He doesn't talk about this with me. We just go on picnics and stuff. We don't talk about this stuff.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Sure. Let's go to Octo then.
So that's the only piece of information we have. So that's what's most true. Yeah.
As we're walking, I'm afraid he didn't give me any more detail. I tried, but I'm not getting any more response.
Okay.
It's never a dull moment, yeah. Just
Ah.
got done saving the whole world and going, those finds lots of thing to do. Just this muttering to myself. Because it's right. This is right after our situation. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is
You guys gather your things, ready yourselves, and head up to the temple. Upon arriving at the temple, it's a little strange scene. There seems to be a few priests on the ground, and lying there you see Octo with obvious signs of a scuffle.
Is Octo unconscious?
He's moving. He's not quite unconscious, but
he's on the ground.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Ah.
So I immediately run over to him, grab his hand. I'll give him 5 hit points and just be like, "Are you all right? What happened? What's going on?"
Oh, thank heavens you guys are here. Stoic was helping me before he was to meet you guys, and we were attacked.
By who?
By what?
And what happened to the accent?
Pretend it's there, okay? I was hit in the throat.
That's how that happened to us, yeah. It's understandable. Yeah. Continue. I'm sorry.
Really hurt. It was a single man.
This one.
And
A man who's not currently dating anyone, or one person?
One person.
Okay.
He came out of nowhere. He just appeared, and I He looked like an elf, kind of, but not. And he was in noble clothes with a large hat, like all lavender. I've never quite seen anyone like him before. But he just appeared and I tried to help and was useless. I've never seen someone that strong before. And
Does
He
that
didn't
sound
happen
familiar
to have a
us,
little
Dwayne?
fairy with him.
he did not have a fairy with him.
Does that sound familiar to us, DM?
No, not at all. You guys are as lost as he is. It's
Okay.
not anyone you guys have met before. Well, the only thing
Sorry.
when he escaped with, I don't know, when he just appeared and then we tried to attack him, and before anyone could even lay a finger on him, they were down. I don't know why he spared me. Maybe I wasn't worth his time. But once he grabbed Stoic struggled a little bit and I think was able to land one blow and luckily knocked one of these items loose. He had a sash with these gems and Stoic happened to knock one loose. It's here, and he hands it to whoever wants to take it from him.
Sure, I'll take it.
I saw him use one of these gems to disappear with Stoic. I don't exactly know how. I've never seen magic like that before.
So I take the item and I get Enthress's attention and like show her the gem. I just assumed you would be the most sorry, Easy. I apologize, but you, Enthress or Easy, do you know what this is? Does this look familiar to you?
Do we?
Enthress is a monk, but she's been around for a very long time.
Collected items. Yeah, she does collect
Sure.
magic items.
Why don't you give me an Arcana check?
Oh, that's good. Let's see. The sheet I didn't prepare.
Yeah, her normal stuff.
It's a total 20.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
From what you surmise, it is a teleportation stone that you should be able to use to, and it'll take you to, it looks to be set destinations.
Well, this is rare indeed. Quite possibly priceless. She's magic you can't find anymore. I've tried. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we'll be able to use this to follow this individual wherever he went.
Okay. So
Well, then let's go.
Turn it. You know how to activate it, right?
Most likely into as a trap, yeah.
That's pretty standard for us.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's the little things. One thing I know that happened to help us a little bit before we just went into some unknown place.
Okay.
I cast water breathing for everybody. You know, so excited.
Back on Easy shoulder.
There. Yeah.
Thank you.
Go ahead and just. It's gonna take 15 minutes, not that long. And I'm also gonna prepare a handful of spells into the ring of spell storing as well.
Okay.
Do we have that
Definitely
yet?
Yeah, I've had it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right, because of him.
So it is canon. But yeah, so I'm gonna throw a couple spells on that. To have that ready before we go through this portal. That's I'm gonna sit down.
I say just a moment first, and I walk outside and try to get one of the attentions of the city guard, like kind of patrolling outside. And I just sort of beckon him over, and I say, "I want you. Do you know who I am?"
Yes, ma'am.
I want you to go to the captain of the city guard, and I want you to tell him a message from me. Tell him that we're going to have a conversation about how a serious attack happened in the temple in the middle of the Leaf District in Elduin, and that if he doesn't want to spend the rest of his life guarding literal graveyards, he's going to send men out over here to help these people recover and post a guard on the temple until I say otherwise. You understood?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. And he bolts. He's at full sprint, like chunk, 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 chunk in his armor.
I just look at Bear and then I look back at Enthress, just like, yes. Yes.
I come back in kind of like proper again, like, all right, shall we go?
Yes.
I've been ready.
Yep.
No time to waste.
I hope you don't mind if I join you.
Oh, please. No.
Please,
By
yes.
all means.
Okay. And as Enthress prepares, you all reach out as she's holding the gem, and each of you place one hand on each other's. And Enthress concentrates and activates the stone. Suddenly, you guys get that lurching, sick feeling like you've had once before, to where you feel like you've left yourselves and been squished and stretched, and then suddenly you're not where you once were. You seem to be in the middle of a grassy field, in the middle of the night, and with moonlight shining down. And I would like one of you to make a perception check for me.
I will. Yikes. That is going. Oh no, that's a plus 11. Oh wait, can I use my current stats? My new stats?
Sure.
That's a 16.
Okay. It's all right. It's not hard for you to notice that as you're looking around at your surroundings first, it takes you a minute before your eyes fall on the other members of your party. And as they do, they're who you remember, but none of you look how you once did. It seems as though everyone has aged quite some years.
The fuck?
I just like.
First of all, how did you all grow beards that quickly? That is really impressive.
I pull up my
That's
crossbow.
rough.
I'm like, wait, I have a crossbow now?
What?
Touch.
They are so big. Ooh, what is on them? Oh, what is going? I have gray hair. Oh, what is going on? What is happening? What is
So, I would like everyone to take a moment and describe what their character looks like.
Asura is older, obviously. She has the beginnings of gray hair, but she doesn't go gray. She goes lavender. And it's like a streak that comes from like the left side and like into her braid. She has all these like metal pieces in her hair now, like all these like metal adornments. She has metal adornments all through her horns, and her horns are larger. She has this like really wicked burn scar on her like right neck that like goes down into like her upper bicep. She's got really cool leather armor now. It's still the base black leathers that Bear gave her like all those years ago, but they've obviously been like refurbished quite a bit since then, and there's all this like metal filigree like in like all like built into the leather now. So like instead of having like studded leather, it's like filigreed leather. It still functions the same way, but it has a lot more style and substance to it. And she hasn't noticed yet, but on her left hand is a silver ring with an etched purple vapula like flower design into it, like a wedding band. And she also has a corresponding wedding band on the end of her tail. in Tiefling tradition, like in a Alroccan tradition, but she hasn't noticed it yet.
And so Bear, same size, you know, had nothing much change with like complexion or like muscle mass or anything. He has cut his hair. It's very short. It's like a military, like short cropped style. As Sora mentioned, there is like a goatee. It's not like a gray goatee, but it's not black. It's like salt and pepper, but more on the gray, more salt than pepper. He's got a paw tattoo on his right eye. You don't see his symbol where it normally is. You don't see it anymore. He's wearing a gray, tattered cloak. It's definitely been through the muck and the marsh. He's got a breastplate on, a black breastplate with a faded through time dragon on this one. You can tell, you don't know what color it used to be, but there's a dragon on the front. And he's wearing just he's got, you know, normal pants on, leather boots. They go up to his knee. And instead of like having the usual sword on his back, he's holding a heavy crossbow. And by his side, you see a panther, a black panther, just like also confused as shit, kind of growling at you guys, not liking these new people that she is not used to seeing.
Well, Valen has his hair's a little bit longer, but it's pulled back into a ponytail, and there are nice gray streaks running through the sides. Has a beard now, a little bushy, but not too bad. Well kept. He's wearing a long sleeveless robe, and in the like trim is the symbol of Askii running down the length of it. And he's still wearing kind of the standard monk kind of gi thing, but it's more elegant, like it's more distinguished, a little bit more well put together. And it's similar to Asura here, he has not noticed it yet, but he actually has a wedding band on his left finger. So yes, there is that. And it has a symbol of Askii on one side and the Emerald Dragon on the other side, kind of opposite of each other. And still has the symbol of Askii on his belt, but it's more of a central piece now, and looks well maintained, well polished, like he's taking care of it.
Okay. Easy is attempted to grow a goatee here. The part of the man grows the T, and then the elf is like resisting all of the facial as much as possible. He has a red streak down the center of that beard. He has 3 star tattoos on near the left side of his eye area for all the necromancers that he's thwarted. And then his hair has gotten longer, and he's also dressed in robes that are very ornate, white robes with gold trim, and with hints of red in the sleeves and in the leggings, but mostly pretty, like, probably one of the nicer set of robes you probably have ever seen. And he's also wielding a staff that is, like, I'd say glimmering, kind of more goldish, but it looks like it's made out of like very well polished branches that are twined together, and then slowly, you know, come apart there at the end. But it's a very unique, very different staff than what he had before, and it's definitely more ornate, and definitely has a different sense to it than his past staff did. So yeah, that's the big highlights of the new easy transition on this facial hair, some new digs on the robe, and then a new staff, and the tattoos on the left eye.
Enthress, you see, seems to have gone back to her a little bit more vampiric form, but somehow her skin looks just a little bit healthier than when you saw it before. Still very pale and kind of porcelain-esque, but her features haven't seemed to change. She doesn't seem to have aged a day. But you see kind of dark eyes with that kind of dark reddish glint to them, like this sort of deep wine color of her eyes. Her hair is longer and now put into a braid that's kind of gone down, maybe, down the front, kind of pulled down the front to like maybe stomach area. Over what are monk robes, but are sleeker and more angular than the kind that Valen wears, and they come down to the part where it has the panels on the front and back, sort of like Chun-Li style, with but slightly more modest than Chun-Li, and with the cuts up the side, basically for movement, with like thigh-high black boots. And you see on her, like her arms are bare, basically up to the shoulders, and you see on her left arm, you see an intricate, extremely detailed, with very fine lines, tattoo that starts on the back of her wrist and goes all the way up, like the top of her arm, up to her shoulder. That doesn't seem to be natural. It seems to be deep black, but then in certain angles of the light has a reddish sheen to it. And you see a sword on her belt, and she's like kind of taking stock, and she even like checks to make sure her teeth are, like, her fangs are still long, and they are. And you see her kind of draw the sword and look at it, and you can see the blade is like a semi-translucent black, like a dark charcoal color almost. And you see even the way she's standing seems to be like the stance of somebody who knows how to handle themselves, rather than that sort of confident, like, stylish, like, way she carried herself before. There's still a little bit of that, but and even as you see her walk later, it's just more controlled. And she kind of looks at her arm and the sword and everything, and she's like, "Oh, I feel very different."
Asura is like,
Yes.
taking stock of herself now too, and she's like looking at her arms and her hands, and she flips her arm over and she sees a tattoo on her underarm, but it doesn't look fancy magical, like it just looks like just a tattoo, and it's like this eye, this like really intricate eye design with like a lot of detail in it. And when she flips her hand over to look at her left hand, she sees the wedding ring on her hand, and she notices that she doesn't have the ruby ring anymore from Stoic on her hand. She only has this like band on her right hand, like this like basic band on her right hand, but then she sees the silver ring on her left hand, and she's like, "Oh no, oh shit, oh no, what is this? What?"
Guys, and then about the same time I catch Asura.
No.
No.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
Not at all.
Starts
Not at
trying
all.
to take the ring off.
Take it off.
And when he gets it off, the light catches just a little bit and notices an inscription on the inside. "You're lucky to have me, Kiri." Yep. There's a little bit of a smile that comes across his face, maybe a little tear, that tear of joy. And he's also just like a,
Asura
"We're
is
okay,
like,
Asura."
"Okay, great. Great, I'm gonna know too. I pull my ring off to look at the inside, and there's no inscription. Shit! Shit! Ah! What is this? And then I immediately grab my tail, and I see the ring on my tail, and I'm like, I am either married to two people, or we are really into making sure everyone's cultural assets are being recognized at our wedding. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Oh shit. Oh.
Hold on. What has happened? What do you guys think has happened to us? Why do we all look different?
I have so much knowledge. Does my head hurt? And I go and I put the staff on the ground and I cast Mage Hand. And I cast Mage Hand with my actual self, and they both have each other. I didn't know I could even do that. Yeah, I could do both, two Mage Hands at the same time. This is absolutely crazy.
What's the last thing you guys remember?
Octo?
Yep.
Yeah, so we took the stone that we found and
Do we remember that,
teleported
DM?
here.
What?
All you guys remember is the teleportation. Enthress, you would probably know quite a bit about the Feywild and understand that teleporting to the Feywild is dangerous because of the time lapses, and like you can go forwards, backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Well, judging from our surroundings and the circumstances we find ourselves in personally, I'm afraid we may have gone to the Feywild. And as I understand it, the transition can be quite... Well, time doesn't seem to stay consistent in the transition. As I understand it, you can leap forward or backward in time during that transition, or mostly forward, but at different... It could be a moment or it could be years. I think it seems obvious what has happened.
Explain it for the ones that are not obvious.
It appears that in transitioning to the Feywild, we ourselves went quite a bit into the future.
I don't remember the future.
Nor do I. Sort of vague feelings, maybe, but...
I feel kind of itchy.
Itchy.
Itchy, like something is like on me, around me. And I notice your panther. Is your panther still growling at us?
Oh yeah, she's at my side, still just not trusting anything that's happening.
I start to get nervous for a second because it's an animal I don't recognize, and it's not doing what it should. And you just see shadow around us, shadows, Asura's shadow from the moonlight, her cast shadow starts to undulate a little bit, and little plumes start to come up around her own shadow, and you see two eyes come through the shadow, and suddenly from between her legs this hound appears, literally clocked between her legs, those military dogs that'll walk between your legs. This hound just appears out of nowhere and starts growling at your panther.
I just immediately point my crossbow. Asura, what is that?
I don't know. And I just look at it, and it looks up at me and just has the sweetest little puppy face. Oh, little Senka. Oh, you beautiful little shadow. And it has a collar, and I look at the collar, and it says Blacktooth. I guess I have a dog now.
Oh, so does that mean, is this panther? Are we friends?
I don't know. What I'm more concerned is how this dog showed up.
Yeah. Can you make it go away?
I look at it and it's not going anywhere. I don't know.
And I go, does everyone has a pet? And I go and I back the staff again. And I summon a salamander. Not your regular salamander, but mind you, this is a fire elemental.
Oh my god.
An elemental that is that basically kind of looks like a snake that is on fire, and has two arms and like a spear. It just kind of like sits there all of a sudden, just kind of like looking around. He's our friend, of course. He's not hostile to us, but he's amongst us.
What?
Do yours. Get your what do you got, like a monk? I don't know, owl? What do monks have? I don't know.
Start like feeling around, looking at it, stomping at a shadow. I don't have I have my staff. He pulls out a staff,
Yeah.
but this
Dude,
is
hit the ground. Anything happen?
Nope.
As your staff strikes the ground, nothing happens.
I was like, ooh, I don't know something. Somehow I missed out on the like pet companion weird thing.
I just remembered. Her name is Cheshire, or Chess for short. This is Chess, guys. This is Chess.
Hi, Jess.
Yes. Hello. Hi.
Hello, Chess. This is Sally is a salamander, yeah.
We've got Chess and Sally, and then this is Blacktooth.
It's a
I
black
guess.
tooth, yeah.
Yes, or you can call her Senka. She's my little shadow, apparently.
So, as you guys get over the shock of the situation, you start to take the time to look around you, and you notice it's nighttime, but it's pretty bright because the moon is very full. And you noticed about a mile down, because you're in grassy plains, and about a mile down the hill, you see what looks like a huge tower coming out with a fence that is probably a half a mile in all directions from the tower. And inside of that, you just see growth, but you can't quite make it out from this distance. And that seems to be the only structure anywhere around.
All right, so we took the gym because Stoic is missing.
Yes.
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 This must
it was
be-
such
Do you think this is where the guy came out at? The guy that we were following?
the guy with the fancy hat.
Yeah.
Is this the only destination? Yeah. Lady Enthress, you think this is the only destination that was on that stone?
Seems like the most prominent one, like the most obvious option, I suppose.
So we
All
can
right.
stone again. Is the stone gone? Is it dissolved?
Yes, it was a one-time use.
Gotcha. Okay.
So keep
Well,
that in mind.
In any case, there seems to be no going back.
Yeah.
Yes, this seems to be the place.
All right.
The only way goes forward, yeah.
So we need to find Stoic. And I assume you guys see that tower. Do we
The only
just
thing here.
go that way and see what happens?
I just don't want to
Seems
get
good to
killed
me.
in my search for Stoic here, so we should be smart about this, like
Yes.
we've ever been smart about anything a day in our lives.
Maybe we've gotten wiser in our old age.
But do you remember how to be wiser?
Yeah, like, is there? I feel just as dumb as I've always been. I just have joint pain now.
And by the way, don't touch Sally. She's a little bit hot. You want to, keep your distance away. Don't get close. Don't come in within 5 feet. It's not good. She's not.
But I like the warmth.
Good morning. Jess?
Very intense heat.
Along those lines, it might be a good idea if they all stay away from me. Animals have never really liked me, at least since I was turned.
I don't think mine is an animal. And I go to put my hand, and my hand kind of passes through him a little bit. He isn't fully solid. He seems to be still of shadow.
Okay.
And so it's like pressure, but he's not completely solid. I don't think he is an actual creature. He seems more of a thing. He is very cute, though.
Most curious. Well, if
I feel ill-equipped to be able to do anything. I have no idea what is happening to us. But I do know that if we don't get Stoic back, I will burn this entire realm to the ground. Except for, of course, Selena's. Look, I wonder if Selena is still here. Oh, I don't want her to see me like this.
Why?
I don't know. For some reason, I am now very embarrassed.
Why?
I don't know.
You look fine. I mean, you look like you.
You can tell about your marriage.
so, Selena's in the Feywild then.
Damn it, Asura. It's not me. It's not me. I
It's
don't
true.
know why
It wasn't you this time. It was me.
It wasn't Bear or as easy this time either.
It was me.
I'm the league. I'm not the league. You're the league. You can keep your mouth shut.
Potentially, I don't know with certainty. Obviously, many years have passed since 5 minutes ago. So, anyway, let's look for Stoic, shall we? Let us do that. That was the mission we were on.
Before we head out, I will see if I can I guess track. Can I track some, Danny?
You can make an investigation. Are you looking for tracks and prints to see if?
Yes.
Yes. Make an investigation check for me, please.
Investigation. I think so. I have a thing as a ranger. What is
Favorite
it?
terrain?
Yeah. Wait. I think mountains is my terrain. So never mind. Okay.
Strong start.
So I just I'm just looking around hold on guys, I have a hunch. And I just look around. I'm trying to use all my ranger skills. What do I see?
What'd you roll?
A 3.
Oh. Refresh me. Does Bear have dark vision?
No.
Yeah. So for some strange reason, it just seems way darker than it should be right now for you. And you do not seem to find any tracks.
I just pat Bear's arm, and I start to look around to see if there's any footprints or anything that are gone through, since I do in fact have dark vision.
You can make an investigation check as well.
Yeah.
I think the problem, Bear, is you're so massive that the moonlight is lighting things up, but you kept looking in your own shadow trying to see.
Yeah.
I just look over at Chess.
Yep.
It's embarrassing. You're supposed to tell me when I do things like this. Come on.
What did you
You
roll?
you said investigation or survival.
Well, let's go with survival.
Okay, that's much better. That puts me at a dirty 20.
30-20.
Yeah.
It takes you a little while, but you do find a few what seem to be drag marks heading in the direction of the tower. Like they're sparing because you're in a grassy field, and so you have to walk for a little while to find them. But you do see a few drag marks.
The tower is definitely that direction. There seems to be some drag. Is it like, does it look like the drag looks like heavy drag or like light drag? Like, does it look like someone who was unconscious wearing armor got dragged, or like a 12-year-old got dragged? Like, density of drag.
Someone pretty heavy. It looks like they're not unconscious being dragged, but it looks like they're not walking willingly.
Definitely the direction of the tower. I think he's still awake because there's definitely like, it's not limp dragging, it's like scuffly dragging.
Yeah.
But he's definitely not walking willingly into this direction.
Do you get a sense, is it one man or like multiple men dragging him?
Do I see any other footprints or just the
You
drag?
see no other footprints.
Okay.
You
couldn't
only
tell
see a
you.
few sporadic scuffs of somebody not wanting to march forward.
This is the Feywild. Can we trust anything that we see here?
No.
That is fair. And the last time, it was a mess.
Well, I'll look around. Is there any illusions or invisible things or anything like that?
Actually, there's not.
Okay.
Ooh.
Not that you can see from this distance.
Or anything that has changed shape? Like shape changing?
You do notice, and it's hard to tell from this distance, so you're not quite sure what it is you're seeing, but the tower, as you're looking at it, seems to be unsure of its actual height,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to cast light onto the end of the staff so I can see. So I'll flourish my hand and put around the end of the staff of the Magi and point it up, and which should give me 20-foot radius of light, and then another 20 feet of additional dim light.
Yes, and
So
you
we're just beaconing ourselves. That is fine.
you do get the light, because with the moonlight the way it is, you are in dim light currently.
Okay.
You're not in darkness.
At least I'll help those that don't have dark vision like myself and some others.
The minute the like bright light shows up, like Blacktooth like literally like ducks behind me and like literally sits in what would be the shadow direction that light casts. Like it refuses to be in direct light.
Now,
Easy feels really confident. Like he's like right now. He feels pretty confident in himself at the moment. With the light and with the fire salamander elemental just chilling next to him.
Well, we have
hey,
a direction.
And no telling what Stoic is going through right now.
I don't want to waste any more time being in shock in all of our surroundings.
Yeah.
Time is of the essence, yeah.
Yes.
Shall we? Guess there's a door right to the tower that the steps go to.
no, you're
Tracks
a
go to?
mile. You're a mile away from the general area.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's go in that direction then.
As we start walking, I'm gonna fall in beside Valen, and I'm just gonna say softly, like, "You have no idea how much I want to spar with you right now." And then she kind of pointedly looks at your left hand and says, "But apparently I would lose."
Oh,
Oh. Oh.
You kicked her heart's butt.
That's right.
It's
That's
all
right.
very new right now. I don't know what to make of any of this. I don't even know what I can do. But I feel more sure of myself. At least than I used to.
You certainly have an air of strength about you now.
I kind of feel it. It's different. I like it. How are
She,
you feeling?
no. Quite capable. I feel there's been a lot. She kind of looks at the tattoo and is like, I feel like there's a lot that's different about me. And I'm not sure what to make of it so far. And she kind of she takes a moment and she looks at her left hand that doesn't have a ring. And she just says, do you think this is our real future?
It's really hard to tell with this place. It plays tricks. While I think there are certain things that I'd like for it to be true. The last time we were here, it was chaos.
I'd like to remember. I wonder what we went through to get all this. What
So
prices we had to pay.
Hmm.
And you can see, like, she's a little bit more solemn than before. Like, she's not quite as, like, kind of cocky, like everything is fine all the time. Like, she has a little bit more seriousness to her.
Yes, I do see things have changed for you as well. For one, you carry yourself so much differently. There's still an air of elegance, but it's a bit overpowered by ability, perhaps.
I don't know why, but I have a feeling I've practiced very hard. My hands used to be soft, and now I have calluses.
Looks at his hands as well and sees similar calluses, nicks, bruises, cuts, little things, or scars from healed over cuts. It's not fun not remembering what happened to you. And then looks at his ring, especially when some of that could be really good.
Well, did I age well at least?
Marvelously.
And she says a little louder, like, well, you all look lovely.
Thank you. I suppose.
Bear, I'm sorry for asking this, if it's inappropriate, but I know you can't answer this, but what has happened to your hair?
What do you mean? What happened to my... Oh, what? What? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh,
Looks like that's a bit of a trim, yeah.
You
like
also
Bear
have
just
this-
like, he was gray, and now he turns like white. Like I do not like this. I hope this is not the future. Oh, this better not be the future.
Why? What's wrong, Bear? What's wrong?
Sorry, I don't know if I told you this or not. But this does not mean something good. My clan, we hair has to stay below the ears. If it's above the ears, then I failed my clan. Something bad happened. I don't know what this means. I just know something bad happened. And you're saying we're in the future, and you're saying that is this gonna happen? Am I gonna cut my hair in the future? Is this what's gonna happen, guys?
I don't know, Bear. I don't know what's going to happen to us.
Does your clan not like panthers?
I don't know. I mean, they're not pro or con panthers. We don't have panthers. Why do I have a panther? Why do I have a panther? Why do I know her name?
What?
Sorry.
What does the short hair signify?
It just means that I don't have the honor of having the long hair anymore. I did something to lose it.
Like you don't have a clan anymore?
Maybe? Or like I did something to really embarrass them? But not just embarrassed. You know, I can embarrass you guys, but this is bad. This is I fucked up. I don't know what it is, but something happened. I don't like it.
Would you say that someone would cut your hair, or you would cut your own hair?
It can be done either way. It's an honor to have long hair as with me as a Goliath. And so I don't deserve, apparently, me or someone else has decided that I no longer have the honor of my hair.
Very curious.
Okay, it's fine. I just I'm kind of hyperventilating a little bit. It's okay.
I just come up and I just take your hand and hold it and we'll be all right there. We'll be all right.
As you also hold my hand, you would feel a ring as well.
On your left hand?
Sure, why not? It's on one of my hands.
Well, it makes him. I'm just gonna look. I'm like, do we all get married? What is happening here? Why do we all have rings?
Oh wait, this feels magical. I'm feeling something from this. It's a constant I don't think it's a marriage ring.
Okay, and I just awkwardly rub my etched Vapula wedding band, and I'm just I would just like to know who it is I am lying next to. That's really what it boils down. I don't want to be surprised when I get home and there is a body in the bed and I'm like, who the fuck are you? And they're like, I am your person. And I'm like, I didn't vote for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I reached in my bag of holding and I grab out a piece of bread, cast Mage Hand, and put it near the salamander to toast it a little bit. I go hand over to Bear.
Take it, take off little chunks. Throw a chunk to chest. Just thank you.
And Asura goes, oh, can I have some bread too? And you see Asura cast Mage Hand to ask for bread. And she's
I'm sorry.
What the fuck is this?
I have so many.
Oh, well.
Apparently, appearances aren't the only thing that's changed.
No, I do not have magic. No, I do not have magic. I do not have magic. Fuck magic. Why do I have magic? Why can I cast this? Oh shit. Why am I so itchy? What is this?
It sounds strange, but may our mage hands touch?
Don't cross.
My mage hand just wants to poke the other one. Just wants to poke the other one. It's just
I just do this with my mage hand.
You do the Like the ET.
The
phone
ET.
home.
ET poke. Yeah.
I was gonna think more of like the Sistine Chapel kind of.
Oh, yeah.
There you
but
go.
yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
I don't know what this is. Oh God. Oh no. Why? Why? Oh why?
I'm impressed, yeah. It takes time to learn the nation.
Well, apparently that time was within 5 to 10 minutes because I now can do it.
What else can you do?
You hear, Bear, you hear inside your mind Asura's voice, and she goes, well, apparently I can talk to you.
I just like, fuck, what was that? You can, okay, that's fine. Sorry for the overreaction. Just was not expecting that. You can talk in my head now? That was you?
Apparently that was me. I send another message, and I'm just like, try to talk back to me, but don't use your mouth.
Hello. But like, I don't say it. I just say, I think, hello.
I can hear you inside my head. Oh God.
I just start singing Jingle Bells.
Easy, how can you stand to be this itchy all the time?
It gets really soft robes. Feels really good.
Oh, I do not like this.
You don't wear armor. That's ridiculous. If you're going to learn the magic, you don't wear armor.
Well, I like my armor, and I'm not taking it off. It looks quite beautiful on me.
Then you have to live with the itch, yeah.
So all of this is. Oh, go ahead.
And what of you, Easy? Are you taken?
Looks like I'm quite available, yeah. It's changed in my life.
Thirsty as ever.
Apparently I have some new face art. It's interesting.
Yeah, there are 3. What are they? 3. What are they again?
Looks like 3 star tattoos, yeah.
3 stars.
In the Everwind tradition, it's to mark your great triumphs in your life. For each star that you happen to get as a star elf.
That's, yeah, the Goliaths, we have not the similar tradition, but tattoos are big for us. We tattoo ourselves when something big happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I wonder what the stars mean.
Usually means that you kill somebody.
Oh.
That was...
Well, I mean, we've done a pair of them.
We've done that before, so yeah.
Someone important, though, maybe?
Yeah, something that must have been accounted as significant in your life milestones, yeah.
Because I would imagine if it was a star for everyone you killed, you'd have a full constellation on your face by the end of it.
It's true, yeah. It depends, yeah. There'd be too many tattoos, yeah.
Oh, Bear, what does your tattoo mean?
I have a tattoo.
You have a huge paw print on your face.
Do I?
Yes.
Oh. Maybe it's related to the panther?
Yes.
I mean, tattoos are like, there's not like a rule, like this means this. It's kind of up to like the person getting it. When something major happens in their life, they get it to signify the thing. So I must have done something animal related, and I have a panther, so we're best friends, and I got the tattoo to signify it.
Interesting way to annotate best friendship, but hey, to each their own, I guess.
Yep.
Makes just as much sense as anything else.
Anyway, we I don't know. I just feel like we could keep going on and on and on, but we need to get Stoic back.
No, we're still walking and talking.
Yeah, you guys are walking and talking. It takes you between the talking and moving cautiously, I would assume.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It takes you guys about 45 minutes to travel the hour. And as you begin to get closer to the tower, you realize it's much bigger than you realized from that distance. And since you started at an arch, you could tell that the outside walls are about a half a mile away from the center, which is where the tower lies. And as you approach, you realize that those walls are about 30 feet tall, and you have not seen any way in as you guys approached.
Like
No
no
doors,
doors or anything.
No gates or anything.
no gates. I will also mention, Easy, did you have your torch, your light spell going the whole time?
Yeah, I didn't turn it off.
So I'll also mention, because I know a lot of you have high perception, your shadows.
My passive perception is 21.
Yeah, I think so.
And I have true sight.
You do have true sight.
Ooh.
And so
Ooh.
you notice that the shadows don't seem to hold still in the moonlight. They seem to
Ooh.
move slowly and slightly, but enough to be noticeable. And whenever Easy is close to you, when your shadow is from that light source, it seems like a normal shadow. But if your shadow is just from the moon, they don't seem to be completely natural.
They moving around like Peter Pan's shadow.
No, they just, if you hold perfectly still, they almost wave a little bit. They just don't seem natural.
Okay.
I look at the moon. Is there anything unusual? What I'm seeing?
You still see the moon, but it does seem unnatural to you because you're more familiar with the Feywild than they are. And so it does not seem, it could just be the Feywild and its effect and its feelings that it projects on its inhabitants, but you definitely get a sense of something not quite right about the moon.
There seems to be something odd going on with the moon and our shadows.
Yeah.
I mean, my shadows apparently already have some minds of
which-
their own, but
Do you believe the
Let me-
moon
let me-
is?
Let,
Okay.
let me ask you this. In normal circumstances, I don't cast a shadow. Do I cast one right now?
You do. In this moonlight, you do, but when you're near the natural or the light source from Easy, you don't.
So I point to mine and I say, that hasn't happened in a very long time.
Wait, you
I
said
get down on the ground and I get Blacktooth to like put his nose into the shadows. Like the weird undulating shadows.
Nothing strange happens. They seem just to not get you guys going too deep. They seem completely inert and unthreatening. They just are off. And it's a little unsettling.
Well, they don't seem to mean any harm, but they definitely are weird. I really do hate the Feywild.
Back way too soon. Or maybe not. I don't know.
It's been too soon for me mentally. Apparently, it's been a while for me physically. I don't know. And I start looking around to see if there's any like gate entrances or anything to like
Yes,
get
same.
through this 30-foot wall.
Yeah. Does the wall cast a shadow?
Not from the side that you're on.
Okay.
Not from the side that you're on. But so you take make an investigation check.
Yep. I'll investigate. The front.
Yeah, please do.
All right. Here we go.
Do you want us both to, or like Chris take lead on that?
Well, it's up to you guys.
Do you want advantage?
Sure, doesn't hurt.
I'll help you.
Do you want advantage?
No.
You can say no.
No. 21.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can tell from the build of this wall that it's not meant for visitors. Like it is almost more to keep whatever's in rather than keeping people out. That it is not completely vertical on your side. It is slightly sloped. It would not be that hard to climb, but you doubt you're going to find any doors or way in.
I just immediately kind of like hitch my like boots up a little bit, and I grab a hold of the edge of the wall, and I start to climb up. And like you can tell that Asura, like her movement is definitely more akin to how like Hadressa used to move. Like there's like a presence of like swiftness and agility, and like every step has a purpose, and like nothing is like flailed. Like she is in total control of her limbs.
As I look up at you that's very noble of you, Asura, but I think I found the way. And I click the staff again, and I cast Pass Wall. And passage appears at a point of my choice of a wooden, plaster, or stone surface. And it opens up a 5 foot wide, 8 feet tall, and 20 foot deep passage through a wall.
And as you do, you suddenly see the bricks begin to shake and rumble as they slowly start to almost fold on themselves as they retract. And an opening appears of a nice tunnel, 5 feet wide, 15 feet long, because that is the
All
depth
right.
of the wall.
Woo! Made it just in time. Just enough.
Is that permanent, or does it last? Like, how long does that last?
It doesn't affect the structure when the opening. It lasts for 1 hour.
Okay.
Yep.
Good to know.
That's quite convenient.
Yes, and you just see, and Asura was already like halfway up, and you just see her just like turn her feet and just like slide down back down the wall again. Like just elegant as heck. Just zoop.
Like you land, and then I look at you, like I just kind of look at you like with like I'm studying you, like I'm surprised, like, huh? You I mean, no offense, but like you're a lot agile. You're like you did that like no problem. And I'm just like, that's awesome.
Thank you. Don't exactly know how I did it, but my body was like, I got this. And then I said, okay, body. But then, of course, magic had to happen.
I can't explain why the ability of what I have now is what I have. I feel like a passageway, and I took it, yeah. So you're welcome. I decide march forward. I'm with my salamander next to me, with Sally.
Looking through the tunnel, all you see is green. You just see lush plants and greenery. As you guys start, I'm assuming all of you are going with easy through the tunnel.
Yep.
So as you begin to push your way through the beginning foliage, you find yourselves in what appears to be almost a jungle. It doesn't quite feel the humidity of a jungle, but it's definitely that style of plant life. Very overgrown, very huge. And as you continue to move forward, you start to notice some of the flowers and plants are familiar to you. And you have seen these flowers and plants before. They are not the same size. Whereas the flowers that you recognize were usually 2 to 3 inches, they are now 2 to 3 feet. And everything in this forest seems to be overgrown and just abundant.
Please remember the bee dragon incident of what years that was. But let's not pick any of the flowers, yeah? Let's let them be.
I think I have enough pupulas, thank you.
Ah, yes.
Still, this would be quite an addition to Red Feather, don't you think?
It would be beautiful, but I would say it's not worth it.
Do we see?
We'll take your word for it.
Do we see any like insects or like I don't know squirrels, like any animals?
Make a perception check.
Oh,
Two of you make a perception check, please, for that.
I
I'll
will.
do it. Why not? I haven't told
Okay,
anything
go for
yet.
Care about perception.
oh yeah.
I'm plus 11.
Oh good. No, you got it.
I
No,
rolled an
Larry said he was
18.
going to do it. Yeah.
Rolled an
What was it?
18.
18. So nothing that you can see, but you can definitely hear. And it does seem, even in this dense, where you would think there you would see animals, you don't. Like you can hear them, and as you're moving through, they instantly silence as soon as you think you're close enough where you may be able to see them. It is a little uneasy. The animals in the forest definitely know you're here.
Yeah, our presence is known, at least by the wildlife. I hope only by the wildlife. Perhaps we should start moving a little bit more intentionally, looking at Asura.
Yeah, I'd say, yep. And I start to stealth through this passageway.
Sure. So it is very dense and overgrown. So you guys are going to need to like kind of single file through the forest.
Asura takes out a blade, and you can see it's like a really unusual blade. Like it has like this weird like I don't know how to describe it, but like it's not translucent, but you could swear it could be translucent. Like, but like when the light catches it, it looks solid. It doesn't look like you can see through it, but it definitely has this like low like hum, like it's like tracking something. And so I take out my blade of warning or whatever it is, the one that like alerts me if something is bad happening, and I use that to like cut a path through.
Okay, so you're leading. What's the order here?
I'm in front.
Okay.
Who's in front?
I am.
Okay. Just double checking. Yeah, you got the salamander just behind you. By the way, we're still walking with the salamander here.
Okay.
And my puppy dog is like again like is my shadow. Liz literally walking right behind me.
Yeah, and I'm there, right there with you.
Asura, since you're leading this, please make a survival check for me. And if one of you wants to assist her, that would be fine.
Yeah, right there behind her.
Okay.
That is going to be +6. That's 22.
22.
Mm-hmm.
Good, because as you start to move forward, you realize that the forest is so dense, you have no line of sight towards the tower. So you are continuing to move in the direction that you believe the tower to be. That was a good roll. So you feel pretty confident you are heading in the right direction. Now, after moving through, let's get a group stealth check, please. If I assume you guys are moving stealthy.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is insane. That adder is insane.
I'm so glad I've got a good adder.
My God, this is not going.
My adder is +13.
Bear is still bear, even 15 years later.
I'm good at stealth. It's just Jeb is still rolling dice. That's the problem.
I'm looking at my stats. I'm like, in like a month, we're going to have to go back to level 7.
Wait,
and that makes
but
me a
you
little
didn't.
sad.
Yeah, I know. Same. Did you get Pass Without a Trace as one of your ranger spells?
No, I don't think that was one of the options.
I
Not
thought
too high
all
of a
rangers
level.
had the ability to cast, like, had the option to learn pass without a trace.
I don't think so.
Maybe it's a subclass. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
So what everybody get here?
26.
I got a 7, but I rolled an actual 1.
Good to know. Good to know.
16. 17. Sorry, 17.
13.
I rolled a dirty 20, and my sound rolled a 9. It's hard to be stealthy when you're bright and on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's true.
Agreed.
We do have to roll for these companions of ours,
Yeah.
don't we? Hold on, let me roll for my
Yeah, where's
my shadow.
Oh,
Right. It's averaged out.
okay.
Okay. He rolled a 17.
So as you guys are stealthily moving forward slowly, you start to notice as you're looking through the woods that it doesn't seem as dense as it once was. And you suddenly find yourself coming upon a clearing. Before you stop before entering the clearing to source it out, because Asura, your dagger begins to vibrate. You're not sure of what. And as you stop, everyone stops behind you except for Bear, because he didn't notice, and he kind of bumps into the back of whoever's in front of him.
I guess it'd be Enthress. Probably be like right there at her.
You look into, or you look forward and see just an open clearing with moonlight pouring through and strange plants. Like, think Little Shop of Horrors type giant pods just kind of leaning up.
I don't like this. And I look to Enthress. Do you see anything?
Take a look around.
You see pods. 2 giant pods in this clearing, but you also see in the center of this clearing are giant mushrooms. Like 6 to 10 feet tall.
The last time we dealt with mushrooms, we were reading each other's thoughts for the rest of the day. So
Eat.
It was kind of fun.
apparently you can do that magically now, or at least
I can
talk.
I can't read their thoughts.
I will uncast light off my staff.
Okay.
Where did I go?
Who turned out the light?
It is still dim light.
Mhm.
Okay, still dim light. Okay. At least you can kind of see with the moonlight.
Was the mushroom and pod where in relation?
They're a good like 150 feet out to 200 feet out. This is a large clearing.
In front of, like, in.
Directly, they're on like the other side of the clearing.
Oh, okay.
Does it look like there's any way to get around them or avoid them?
You could stick to the tree line, but that may bring you closer to them. Going through the center of the clearing would actually keep you the furthest out of reach of them.
I'm gonna send my mage hand out, and like it's literally gonna kind of do like a thing sort of situation, and it's gonna like crawl directly in the path that I want to walk, which is that straight path, to avoid those critters.
What's the? They're still like 150 feet ahead of you. What's the range on that? Mage hand? I think it's
hold on.
30 feet.
You've asked a great question. I don't actually know. It's only 30 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 30 feet. So you do reach it out 30 feet. Nothing triggers. Nothing happens. Nothing moves.
If anyone else doesn't have any better ideas, do we just want to slowly start walking forward?
Let's
It's through.
the salamander go first.
Wait. Before we go, I guess I'll check first. Do I see a door or like at the tower itself, or like guards or stairs? Or
You guys are
anything?
still a ways away from the tower. Like, since you guys are on the edge of the clearing, you can now look out and you can see the tower, and you've made quite a bit of progress towards it. But it is still a good ways ahead.
Okay.
This just happens to be a clearing in the middle of the forest.
Oh, so the wall, I thought we were walking through the wall still, but the wall opens into the forest.
Jungle.
Yeah. You guys
Yeah.
you guys been going through this like half-mile long forest,
I see.
working your way through.
Okay.
Yep. I'd say we could send Sally first. Yeah, she's capable.
Okay, if you want to send your
Handling
little
herself.
friend forward.
It's your fire elemental.
Yeah. I go and I give the command for Sally to like slither. She's about almost 10 foot tall. She's pretty big.
Oh wow.
Um,
Okay.
Jeez.
She's pretty big.
I was expecting like
How
I know.
how far
No,
out?
no,
are
when
you
I say
sending it?
salamander, I should send you a link. It's a large creature. It's 10 and it takes
Yeah.
a 10 foot by 10 foot square. So four
Jesus.
like
Okay.
four squares on a thing. So yeah, she's pretty massive.
she's thick.
Yeah, pretty like a snake, yeah, with like fire breathing off its
A
back.
snake.
A sick snake.
Snake is snake.
Yeah, it looks like kind of has like a little bit of like a dragon face with like long whiskers that like are breathed in flame as well. So yeah, a lot of flame stuff. Very
how
large
far-
spear.
How far out are you sending it?
I say she goes out about 30 feet in front of us, out into the clearing. She has
Okay.
she has dark vision, but she has a passive perception of 10, which is not very good. So put that in effect.
She sees the giant plants as well as you guys do. There doesn't seem to be any kind of movement or anything like that. Do you keep her going forward a little bit?
Yeah, I say she keeps going forward, and
Okay.
she's obviously on fire, so like she brings a little bit of light around her as well, so we can see her for a good little ways.
So once she gets about halfway between you guys and the mushrooms, you start to hear growling, low and guttural growling coming from the woods around the clearing and from behind you.
Is that Chess?
Is
No.
Look down at her. I mean, she's definitely freaked out, but she's not growling.
that Blacktooth? Yeah.
It's not the Blacktooth, and Blacktooth is definitely like on alert, like looking around.
As am I. Not dim light, not doing much looking around, but
And I can see in darkness and magical darkness.
Yeah, so I mean, you see everything going on, but you can't see through plants.
Right.
So
No plant vision.
Plant vision, yeah.
We need like an umbral sight, but it's like flora sight, so you can see through any
Fluorosight.
plant.
So wait, I'm trying. We want to see through the plants.
that is up to you.
certainly would help to know what's growling at us right now.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of think we have two options. Do you guys want to try and stealth our way across, or just book it? I'm fine with either. I just kind of want to know what y'all think.
Well, it seems in 15 years, stealth is still not something that you are capable of doing.
Hold on.
I know.
Okay.
As soon as
so,
we have one choice.
Okay, so I'm seeing what my tattoo does here.
Ooh.
You're just like, what does it do?
I've got a bunch of things, so but I am going to. So I can use an action and see through solid matter for 1 minute. For 30 feet.
Gosh.
For 30 feet?
Kind of like your X-ray thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
So you are looking through the plants, and as you do, said 30 feet. Let's see where you're at. You do see something move, a black shape. You can't quite tell what it is because it is staying a little bit further than 30 feet away from you. But with removing 30 feet of solid matter, you would have a better view of what seems to be a canine shape moving through and around you guys.
Does it look wolfish?
It looks canine. It's not large. It's not like direwolf size canine. So
You say it's moving through and around us?
well, it's keeping its distance from you guys. But it is moving almost as if it's trying to get in some sort of advantage position.
So I say there's some sort of dog or some sort of animal of that sort over there. And I'm going to call out to it with... Hold on, I got a monk feature somewhere here.
It's the tongue of something.
Sun and moon.
Yeah, because I've got to. Oh my gosh, you can speak and understand any language.
If it...
It's amazing.
So basically, if it can understand a language, it can understand me, and I can understand it if it speaks one.
That's pretty stinking cool.
So I call out and I say, "Hello there. We mean you no harm.
You shouldn't be here.
Why not?
No one should be here.
Do you think you could make an exception for us?"
No.
Why not? Who told you no one could be here?
The master says no one is allowed in these woods.
In this place exactly?
In any of the woods.
Of any of the woods anywhere? Well, that's impossible. You can't guard all of the woods, can you?
Just these.
Well, we were just in the woods outside. How come you didn't guard those? He said all the woods, right?
All the woods inside the walls.
It seems to me our master didn't give you specific enough directions.
And I know I have it. Hold on. So, in the middle of you talking, you notice that dog, that canine shape, suddenly disappears and reappears directly in front of you, and it is going to take a swipe.
Okay.
So you can't be surprised. I would like us all to roll initiative on this one. I won't give myself the surprise attack.
Come on.
I don't get one.
No, you don't.
No.
I can't be surprised either. So
Yeah,
I love it.
all right. So let me show you guys what you're dealing with here.
Yeah.
Bam. Sorry, Larry. This may be a big map.
All right. See what we can figure out.
Whoa!
And where is Enthress?
I'm right here.
There we go.
Oh, those are the mushrooms. Got it.
Crap! I gotta roll initiative for all these things.
Oh boy.
Okay, so is the small one here that I was talking to?
Yeah, the one right in front of you.
Okay.
What the heck?
What the hell?
I know, this looks so cool. Danny, this is such a cool looking map. I have to say, this looks so cool.
It's all Doug's. It's all thanks to Doug and his favorite person.
Yeah, it looks so cool.
Yeah, Chipiku. I don't know how to pronounce it. They make dope maps.
Yeah.
What are these like little
Okay.
brightly colored like little streamer edges?
That's got to be the mushrooms, I'm assuming.
The mushrooms are in the center.
Oh.
Those are the two pod things. Those are the closest looking to the pods I could find. And the black.
No. These like little fluorescent like all around the edges. Like there's like a circle.
Oh, yeah.
Of fluorescence, and then another circle of fluorescence.
Those are just smaller mushrooms that seem to be reflecting the moonlight.
Ooh, they're so pretty.
So pretty. And you'll notice it is quite a large clearing.
That it is.
All right. So, 20.
Yeah.
Over 20, because I have a feeling.
22.
Okay.
22.
23.
Oh, wow.
First time in the game.
No, Sir gets beat out on
I know.
15 to 20.
I got a 17.
Sally got an 18.
Wait, do I have to roll for the Panther?
No, because yours is a companion. Yours is more like a familiar, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna go on your initiative.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. The salamander's a summon. It's a little different.
Yeah, it's a little different. Some.
10
I'm
to
trying
15.
to figure out if mine is the same.
12 for Valen.
12 for Valen.
Yep.
I think it's everybody. 1, 2. No, I'm missing somebody.
Oh,
Missing
yeah,
easy.
easy. I had 12. Sorry. Easy.
Well,
to-
you guys can pick who goes first.
You would go first, easy.
Sure. That's fine.
My hound gets its own initiative. It doesn't roll
Does
on
it?
my initiative. Yeah,
Okay.
it says in the setup it gets its own initiative. And it rolled a 10.
Good to know. What's its name?
It's called Blacktooth or Senka, because Senka means little shadow, is what like she referred to it as.
Senka.
And for purposes of this, it's considered a monstrosity, not a creature.
Okay.
If that makes a difference at all.
Fucking 12 on the initiative. Or 12 different initiatives. Okay.
We really did. We're sorry. I'm not sorry.
It's all right. I'm telling you, it's only because this is digital. If this is pen and paper, I'd be all about it. All right, so, and I did not make this up, I promise. The dog that jumped in for the attack rolled a natural 20 on its initiative.
Okay.
So I'm giving him a swipe, even though his initiative count is 20.
Okay.
So he's gonna take swipe at you. Where is his big dog? And I get to learn how everybody hits. All right. 17 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. That's it. That's all he got. He comes in and takes a ferocious bite towards you. Misses.
I am going to use one of my feats for retribution strike. So when he makes an attack Dinsby, I can use my reaction to attack the creature immediately after.
Okay. Use your
So as
action.
I just quickly take a step back and in one smooth motion, reach for the sword and just in the act of unsheathing, take a swipe at it. With a nat 20.
That hit.
Wow.
It feels amazing to have the
Seriously.
OGDM power on our side.
It does indeed.
Hold on, I gotta make sure I have all the right dice for this stupid weapon.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's ridiculous, honestly. And it's doubled. Okay, so that's 35 times 2, 70 points plus 10, so 80 points of damage as I slash through this.
Okay.
And you see this sort of silvery flash of light followed by like a bit of frost along the wound.
Well, there is frost on the wound.
Oh. And
Yes.
it's a Vorpal sword. Sorry.
You have a Vorpal
Oh, no.
sword too?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Nice.
Which,
What am
if I'm not mistaken, beheads him.
If it's a natural
Well,
20.
Yeah.
It only had 22 hit points, so yeah, he headed it anyway.
Rolling
So
for
as you unsheath your sword, you just go straight through it like it's not even there. And it just, you see frost go on a ring around its neck as then you hear the cracks of the ice as the head just comes off and the body falls limp.
Good googly.
So now that we got one dead before the first real turn in initiative,
And you see, she doesn't even like change expression. That was like almost like nothing happened. Like,
Effortless.
So
yeah,
hot.
it's
So
very-
hot.
flawless victory. No.
Asura's confused because she's like, I'm married, but that was really hot.
That wasn't very nice. Bad dog.
Right. Doug, it is now your turn.
All right, so we got this one. So these things here, they're moving. Like we can see, they look aggressive.
You have not seen them move yet, but you do get a sense of danger from them.
My dagger says they're bad.
Dagger says bad. Got it. All right, what are we looking at here? Quite a bit of distance. So
What-
I can't.
What is
I
that
can't-
white thing right in the front there?
Right in the front. Can you ping
This.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
The
the
salamander.
salamander.
That's the
that he-
salamander.
that he sent forward.
Oh, okay, got it.
That's Sally.
All right. Well, seeing this thing and just having a sense for it, I'm gonna run over and attack this thing.
Which one?
This one.
Okay, I saw another
Right.
arrow. I saw another arrow go by. So, and your movement is
65.
Woo.
okay. So then I'm pretty sure you can make that. Yep. Okay. Put you right in here in the melee range. Is that about where you want to be?
Sorry, 55. Does that change it?
No, you're still within it. It was like
Okay.
47 to it there.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm gonna make a couple of attacks.
A couple.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
you're a monk.
get 2 attacks. Yeah.
You're a monk. Okay.
More if I want to spend the points.
Yep.
Okay, so that is a 31 to hit.
Yeah. That hit.
That's 33 points of damage.
Okay, and you're doing that with a sword attack?
Yep.
Okay. You swing down hard at this plant, and you do make contact and make a slice, but you realize that this is not cut as easily as you would expect a plant. It seems to be quite robust.
Okay. That's okay. Let me make sure.
And you said that was how many points?
That was, what did I say? 31?
33. I think it's
33.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll just make another attack. So that one is... So I'm trying to figure out if that's a 6 or a 9. It's a 9. So 24 to hit.
Jesus. That hits as well. You rolled a 9 and it's 24 to hit?
She's got a plus 15 on her.
Okay.
On
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay.
A lot of pluses.
level 15 with a ridiculous weapon, man.
Well, this was supposed to be fodder so I could get a feel for you guys, so.
You getting it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're going to get,
He's
you're
got a
going to get a feel for
feel.
Doug's character right now.
37 points
True.
of damage.
37. Whew. That slash definitely got in deep.
Okay.
As the plant writhes in pain.
It's still going, though, yeah?
It is still up, yes.
Okay. I'm just going to hang out. That's good.
All right.
I don't think I have a bonus action anyway.
Sorry, you are next if...
Yeah, okay. Magic, I'm still getting used to it. Question was, can I cast a spell and a cantrip?
Nah, one or the other.
Let's do one or the other, yeah.
Okay. Then you see Asura run like 30 feet, kind of like behind, like taking a cue from Enthress. You see her like run behind the the giant fire salamander dude and run that way about 30 feet. And then like out of her hands, this like crazy like bolt like seems to like shoot out of her hands. And I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt at the other big creepy little dude.
The one way up there?
Yeah, the one way up there, because I can do it up to 120 feet.
Yeah, that's within range.
Excellent, because it hasn't taken its turn yet. I get advantage, and I also rolled a natural 20.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez.
And because it was with advantage, I get my sneak attack bonus to this roll.
Oh, this is going to be brutal.
It's a lot of math.
Oh my
Plus-
goodness.
Triple digits.
Plus, the thing
Within
about
triple digits.
Chaos Bolt is I have to roll a die to see what kind of damage it is. And if I roll the same thing twice, it like makes things so much worse. So I'm gonna start by rolling what the damage type is. So I roll a d8 to figure out what the damage type is.
Mhm.
That's a 7, so it's psychic damage. And then I have to roll it again. because
Always
it's
good.
2D. And that's an 8. So that's psychic damage and then thunder damage on this guy.
So I need to know which one or what points are what on that.
Yep, that's what I'm about to do.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling 2d8 plus 1d6. So I'm actually rolling 5d6. So on the first d8, that is 3 points of damage doubled. So that's 6 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Then,
Is that separate from your sneak attack?
yeah, and then 6 doubled. So that's 12 points of thunder damage. And then I rolled d6, and I don't know how the d6 manage with this.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, 5 and 5 is 10. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Doubled is 40. I don't know how that manages in damage.
That's hard. Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna half and half it. Like 20 points go to psychic and 20 points go to thunder.
It's up to you.
It
does make a difference. I just can't tell you in which direction. So.
I don't know. I'll do 20 and 20. 20
Okay.
psychic, 20 thunder.
Okay. So as you run over and you release this odd looking like rainbow colored bolt that is changing color as it's flying through the air, it strikes deep and hard into the plant in front of you. Doing damage, not doing as much as you originally thought, but it does do quite a bit of damage.
Which one looks like it's doing more, the psychic or the thunder?
The thunder.
Okay. That's cool. And I also look at my hands like, oh shit, what just happened? And like while this was happening, Senka just like runs like between my legs and keeps running and is running towards the dog that's closest to me, that's like further out in the tree line.
That's right.
Is running to that, but he doesn't actually attack until his turn, but he's running that way now. And that's my action.
He can take movement on your turn.
I mean, it's more of the like stylistically, he's heading towards that dog, just so that you know that that's what he's going for. And then that's my action. I still only get one action in a round. And then for my...
How much damage did you just do?
40.
A lot. I did 40 from just my sneak attack damage plus, and then I had the 12 and 6. So 55? Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
55 points of damage.
Yep.
But 20 of it was psychic?
Yeah, of my sneak attack, 20 was psychic and 20 was thunder.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, I am going to are the shadows still kind of moving around us? Like those odd shadows?
Every shadow in here does not seem to stay stationary. It seems to have
you just see Asura take like one step back into that shadow, and like I basically hide in the shadow, and like my whole like self just kind of like merges in with the shadows around me.
Okay, so you're hiding?
Yeah, so that'll be my stealth check, which is a 24 for my bonus action.
Okay, you feel pretty well hidden. Next is Sammy the Salamander, or Sally the Salamander.
Sally.
Sammy the Salamander.
Amy.
Come on.
Sammy the Salamander.
Samalama ding dong.
You hear Easy give the command Schnell, and she goes and attacks the monster to the right.
Okay.
And she had 3 feet of movement, so I think she reaches it, right?
She is close. Well, let me check.
Yeah, she can attack. She has like a range of like 10 feet, I think. So
Just out of reach.
no.
Oh.
Well, dang, Sally. Well, she get. Let me see. She has reach of 10 feet from where she goes. Can she hit?
You know what? I'm gonna give it to her because there's tentacles. She can hit a tentacle.
She can hit a tentacle.
She can hit a tentacle.
All right. So she will do. You know what? She's gonna actually throw her spear. She's not gonna do a melee. She's gonna throw the spear.
She has spears?
Yeah, she has a huge spear that she's been wielding this entire time. All right. All right. All right, I gotta roll for damage. Or gotta roll for hit, sorry.
Roll for attack. Yeah.
Yeah, roll for attack, see if he even hits. All right, that's a It's a 26 to hit.
Even your salamander, seriously? It hit.
Even the Sally's pretty strong. She's no pushover. So she hurls that spear. Does she hit?
She hits.
Strikes true. All right. Let's see. It's so weird the way they word it on here. It's like damage. So I'm assuming it's not a two-hand attack, but it doesn't specify a ranged attack damage. But it's fine. It's 2d8s. Where are my d8s? I'm sorry. I always lose those amongst the crowd. That's a d8 and that's d8. All right, 2d8s. I think at the 7 plus 3 at the 10. 10 plus 4 is 14 piercing damage.
All right, as you see Sally sail the spear across.
Oh, sorry. It's not done yet. It does 1d6 of fire damage, and it does 5 fire damage on top of that because it was a flaming spear.
So 19 total.
19 total, yeah.
Jesus!
You see it pierce and stay in the plant, and it does not seem very happy.
All right.
It seems really rough.
Really rough. All right.
So that was Sally's movement and action.
Right. She has one more action. She gets to attack twice. She has a tail attack. So she uses her tail to attack one of the tentacles.
Okay.
All right. Okay. That is also a 26 to hit.
That also hits.
Also hits. It's 2d6. That's 8 bludgeoning damage plus 3 fire damage.
All right, as she whips tail to tentacle, the tentacles pulls back in pain, and you have definitely striken a blow.
Okay.
Bear, you are up.
Okay. All right, I will. Where's my thing go? This guy. I have still 30 feet. So okay, perfect.
Quick question. Sorry, question, DM. Is she able to grapple the tentacle?
Yes.
So when she lands a hit, she is able to grapple, and your escape DC is a 14.
Okay. She has one of the tentacles.
Okay, she's snagged one of the tentacles.
When she whipped her tail out to strike, they kind of wrapped around each other, and they're like Chinese finger trap trying to pull apart.
Okay, just wanted to verify. There was some confusing language. I didn't get to read all of it. All right,
Sure.
It's
Bear.
Right, I am gonna go 30 feet to my left. Yep, and kind of up to the front, but still in the tree line. Just gonna instinctively run up, duck behind the tree, pull up the crossbow. And I'm gonna fire a shot at the dog over there. For 13.
Misses.
Okay. I took the crossbow master feat, so I can go again, right?
You tell me.
Uh,
I think crossbow expert is a
Crossbow expert.
bonus action. You get to shoot again.
well, I get to ignore the reloading aspect.
Right.
And I have 2 attacks per action, so I'm assuming that means I can just shoot again.
If you have 2 attacks per action, then yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Second attack. That should hit. 19.
That hits.
Okay. That will be. Max dice. Finally, thank you. 11 points of damage.
Yeah.
And I will tell Chess. I'll say, classic pincer move, go. And then Chess.
Cool. Classic pincer move, go.
Chess is gonna dash 60. Wait, what does she have? She has what's her movement? 50 feet. She's gonna not go the full 100. She'll go. Yeah, like there, 60 feet, but a little more left, kind of in the tree line still. Basically, get the middle ground between me and the
Okay.
dog. Yep.
Perfect.
And I think that's my turn.
So, okay, no bonus action?
Nah.
Okay. So then that goes to... Yay! One of the dogs gets to do something. And that dog's range is 40 feet. So, and that's all it can do. So, this dog is going to move down here. And that's it for its turn. And then dog 1 gets a turn. Ooh, which is within range. So this dog's gonna come down and make an attack against your panther. Okay.
Yes.
And it's going to make a bite attack. Okay. That's 8, 9, 10. That's 11 to hit.
Miss. Who dodges it?
All right. That's it for its turn. It is now Valen's turn.
Easy, did you go?
I'm not gone yet.
Well, or easy. Whichever one you guys rolled both 12, so whoever's going
Yeah.
first.
Okay, fair enough. I will go then. Seeing all the interesting things happening so far. I am going to let's see here. So much movement I have here. Dang, I can go like... I'll move 30 feet. Let's see here. And that one is within... That plant creature is within 30 feet of me, right? Yeah. It looks like within 30 feet, yeah. Okay. Man, this is actually very tough.
Too many options.
It's too much. There's too many words.
An embarrassment of riches.
Yeah, it's not cool. This is very, very challenging for me. Let's see here. Sorry. Try to see how close everything is. It's 20 feet there. All right. I strike the staff one more time and cast the classic. I do this is a fireball, and
Fireball or firebolt?
Fireball. The fireball.
Okay.
All right. I drop the fireball right about here. So it hits both. It's a 20-foot sphere. So like right about there. Which I'm pretty sure our dude there hits part of all of them almost.
Yeah, it does. Okay.
And it's a dexterity save of 20.
Okay. Dex save of 20. All right, let's do the plant
Dexterity
first.
save of 20 for each one, yeah.
That's a -1, so it can't win. Let's check the dogs. Okay. That one fails. That one succeeds. So the sitting dog over here, it misses. But this one it strikes, and this one it strikes.
Okay. So that did. All right. For full damage, is 42 points of fire damage for full damage.
So the one that saved takes half damage?
Yeah, it takes half.
Yeah, it takes 21.
21
points of damage? Okay.
Mhm.
So as you shoot, as
This
you
mode
reach
of
out your
fire.
hand,
Oh no, it
And-
comes from the staff. It comes from the staff
comes from the staff?
specifically.
as you
I'm
slam
like-
the staff
I'm like
down,
so happy with this staff. I'm just like,
you just see this
Easy.
small beam of light shoot. It almost looks like just an ember, just going at fast speed, right in between all the enemies. And then once it reaches, it just goes, woof, and this huge fireball expands from this tiny ember, and killing the dog and the plant instantly as they turn to ash.
yes.
I'm pretty sure that other dog has 1 hit point left.
It does. This dog literally it has 1 hit point left. The third dog tried to get out of the way, and it is now hairless. Very injured.
I reach and I take the staff and I like bowl off the end of it like stop, yeah. Is there anyone else? Yeah.
Oh,
Is there no one else?
Is there no one else?
that's the end of your. If that's the end of your turn, it's now balanced.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the first thing that happens is you see this white light start to emit from Valen, and it kind of focuses on the eyes a little bit more, and they actually go like milky white. He is now blind, but this is the Ixie fee here for the Ixie cleric.
I love to get to see this.
So let me look at this one more time, make sure I understand how this works. So until the start of my next turn, I'm blinded and roll with advantage on all attacks, ability checks not specifically dependent on sight, and saving throws. And creatures attacking do not get advantage from this condition. I also, on my first attack that does damage, I can increase the damage by 2d6 plus my cleric level. So I'm getting extra stuff.
Holy shit!
Yeah. So now, and to just kind of describe that, so Valen takes it's for a second is a little freaked out, but that same feeling that he got from Ixie in the temple where she smiled at him, he gets that same sense, and it kind of calms him a little bit, and he understands that what's going on, at least to some degree. And we're going to move up my full 60 feet. So what is that? We're actually going to go more towards the mushrooms. And just a little to the left. And knowing that I can't reach the plant, I'm just going to take a shot with my crossbow. With my crossbow. Nice. So that's a 21 to hit.
That does hit.
10 points of damage and 2d6. 7 more points, so 17 points in that first hit.
Okay.
And take another shot at him. Even at level 15, it's a natural 1.
Happens to the best of us, man.
What's the total?
There's 17 on the first hit. The only
No,
hit.
not the damage. That attack roll, the -1 attack roll.
Oh,
Or
10.
10, yeah, it misses. Definitely misses. As you get this good feeling of hitting it and be like, man, even though I'm blind, I can still shoot. And then you shoot again, and you think you hit it.
Okay. I ignore Ixie a little bit. And he's like, yeah. I'm solid. I hear a thunk.
Ixie really did do a number for you. She was like, here's a great success and a great failure. Just so you remember.
Uh-huh. You remember
Stay
who's
humble.
controlling though. Yeah. So that's my bonus action movement. I'm done.
All right. So the dead plant would have got to go. No, it's Bear, you're or BT, that's Blacktooth. So that would be
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
So Blacktooth runs forward and goes for that wolf that attacked Bear's panther.
how much distance?
He has 50 feet of movement, so he should get right there.
Yeah, he's right there.
And then he's going to do a bite attack. And that is going to be a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, cool. So that is going to be 2d6 plus 3 piercing damage.
Oh,
which is
2d6. Damn.
Yeah, which is not a whole lot, but that's 6 plus 3, so that's 9 piercing damage. And then it must make a DC 13 strength save or be knocked prone.
Okay. That was a nat 20 on the save.
Okay.
And what was the damage?
That was 9 points of damage.
As it sinks its teeth in there and tries to throw it down after biting its neck, he manages to stay on his feet, but he is bleeding profusely. It's looking really rough.
And he's just there, like teeth like bared and just growling, and stays within proximity of that beastie.
All right, and then now it is the dog's turn. It is
Wait,
going to.
They get to go again?
This dog hasn't moved yet.
Oh, okay.
The one that got burned with 1 hit point.
The one that has 1 hit point. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that has 1 hit point. Actually, it's going to retreat, and it is going to run. It's going to run 40 feet this way, because that makes sense to me.
Instinct says, "I'm in pain. Run."
Yeah. And this one, the plant stretching out its roots moves 10 feet towards you, and let's see,
Must have the mobile feet.
They have the mobile feet.
Yeah, so they must have the mobile feet.
Yeah.
Real point.
But that puts just in range. Yep. Okay. Sorry, too many characters I'm learning all at once. All right, so it is going to make a attack with one of its tendril whips towards Blacktooth.
Oh no!
That's the only one it can reach, and that is 7. That's 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So now you need to make a DC of 15. Doesn't tell me what it is. Strength saving throw.
Okay. 12. That's 13.
That's 13. So Blacktooth is currently grappled by the tentacle,
Okay.
but no damage.
Okay.
And that is the extent of its turn, and we are back at the top of the order, which is Doug.
Enthress.
Sorry, it's Enthress' turn. Those center mushrooms are about 10 feet tall, so they would be an obstruction.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna move up, to there, here, and man. Just gonna throw a couple of darts at it, see if I can finish it off. Well, that's a nat
No
20.
fur left.
Jesus Christ!
So why don't you
Doug,
describe to us what happens? Because it has 1 hit point, so I don't even know what damage you roll. But
So I basically dash forward, kind of like in this controlled, low to the, slightly lower to the ground run. And as I start to curve to the left, as I'm looking at the mushroom monster, and then as I go, I just go, not even looking, and just release a dart at the creature, hitting it right in its neck to wipe it out.
it is finished.
In which case, does the mushroom obstruct?
You don't have line of sight, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, so I can't see it.
Actually,
Actually, even if I could, I couldn't throw a dart through it, or through the mushroom. So.
Mm-hmm.
Could I, just for the heck of it, could I try to lob one over the?
Lob a dart.
Yeah. I'm gonna consider it 3/4 cover, but yeah.
Not disadvantage, since I'm I can't see it. Well, unless my X-ray is still activated.
Which it should be. So, because it's only been a few.
Okay, so 3/4
Yeah.
plus 5. Okay,
It's like a lawn dart.
still 28 to hit. Still.
That still hits.
Good lord.
Enthress is too powerful.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
Doug. It's not Enthress.
It's true. Doug just OP'd this.
min max.
Mhm.
It's high level play. What do you want? 10 points. 10 points of piercing damage.
All right. As you gingerly just throw the dart up and over, you just hear a sickening thunk, as you hear it sink into the plant monster.
Right.
And then that is a Sora's turn. Or unless you still have something else you did.
No, I think that's trying to save my key points for later. So
Nice.
All right, that is a Sora's turn.
Alrighty. She does not like seeing her baby boy being grappled by something. And am I still considered hidden?
Yes.
So I get
Yeah.
advantage on my attack because I'm coming out of hiding, correct?
Well, if you move, you would no longer be hidden.
So okay, so I am going to use one of my sorcery points to cast the spell with oh wait, no, I need to roll first and then see if it works and then do the thing. I'm still trying to figure out how all this works.
Sure.
I am going to cast Chill Touch on this creature, on the plant animal.
What's the range?
120 feet.
Okay.
It's called touch.
chill
it's called
touch
chill-
is really confusingly labeled.
That's why I made the
Yeah,
axe. I was
it's like a ghostly hand comes out.
Oh.
Okay.
It's
Gotcha.
touching. I'm not. So
Gotcha.
that is going to be
So it's not technically
20.
assault.
yeah. So okay. So the question was because I rolled a 22 to hit without taking advantage, but if I roll it with using a sorcery point to do subtle spell, which means that I don't have to do the somatic or verbal components of the spell to use it, would that help me in advantage of casting it because I'm still hidden? And basically I'm like trying not to be seen doing this spell.
Yes. You could.
I will.
Technically, you're hidden, so the spell would be a surprise. But after the spell is cast, you wouldn't remain hidden unless you.
Oh,
use
then
that.
cool. Then I don't even have to use subtle spell.
Yeah.
Well, then with advantage, that's another fucking natural 20. So I rolled a 14 and a 20, so it's a 28 to hit.
Hits.
You need to stop taking all the natural 20s.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
On this
Spread the
easy
wealth a
fight,
little bit.
we've got.
I know.
This is the fodder.
Um,
You guys. That's
I know.
fine.
Well, this is also
You
a
know.
cantrip. I just need to point out this is also a cantrip. So
Chill.
that is
Chill.
yeah, it's chill. So it's gonna be 3d8 necrotic damage plus
Okay.
4d6 sneak attack damage.
Only 4?
Yeah,
Only 4d6. Yeah. Thanks, Barry.
yeah,
It
only
is-
4. Well, that's because
It's a
I
cantrip.
rolled sorcery.
This is a 15 level, like.
She multi-class.
I'm
know.
multi-classing
Cool.
sorcerer, so
Yeah.
all right. So 4, 8. 20 doubled is 40, so 40 points of necrotic damage on this plant.
So as you reach out with the chill touch, you see frost spread all over the plant. And then you hear the cracking as it slowly just shatters and falls to the ground.
And then let's go of my baby boy.
Everybody chill.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
So that was your action. Did you want to do anything else?
So that was that, and then for a bonus action, I am going to do something. I'm just gonna move further up. I'm gonna move swing around into the tree line to get on the other side of this wolf that's still messing with the animals, and I'm going to remain hidden inside the tree line.
What's your range again?
I have 30 feet of movement.
Okay.
And so then I am stealthed at what's 18 plus 13?
I believe
8, 29, 30,
31.
31.
so you're using your bonus action to hide. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
31, you are hidden. All right, and then
My stealth is ridiculous.
next is Sally.
All right. Sally picks up her spear from the ash of the plant creature and does a fiery roar and whips around and sees the dog and moves 30 feet. So let me see. 30 feet towards the dog. About there. The dog is 42 feet away from that. Okay. She could throw that spear again at 60 feet.
Let her rip.
Let her rip. So she rears back and throws the heated spear. That's why it does fire damage, because it's heated by her body heat. All right, that is a 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right, so it's 2. It is 1. Where is it? It's no.
I feel like this dog only has like a couple hit points left.
Yeah, probably. It's 3 3d6.
I would hope.
I mean,
like,
even if the dog rolled ones, that's still more points.
I know.
It is 9 points of fire damage. Oh, sorry, 6 points. Sorry, 7 points of piercing damage and 2 points fire damage.
So, as Sally releases the spear, it slides straight through the dog, piercing into the ground, and you see the dog go limp. And it is dead.
Sally cheers.
Sally cheers. Out of combat.
Woo, and the second that like and like its like target was no longer in play anymore, you just see Blacktooth like almost kind of like disappear a little bit for a second, and like basically like starts to reappear like right next to me again, like in its like readied position.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Your hound.
My hound, yeah.
Hound. Yeah. I'm gonna do a little bit of investigation as easy near the plant ash and the dog, the dead dogs on the right hand side.
All right. Roll an investigation check for me.
Oh, rad. Okay, that wasn't good at all. That wasn't. It's a natural 1 plus 5, 6, but it's a natural 1.
Dead bodies. They don't have any pockets. There's
Seems
some
pretty cool.
ash and, like, that's it.
Pretty cocky about how easily we just took care of that. So
Yeah.
He's not very keen on investigating well. Mm-hmm.
So after the fight, you guys take a moment to compose yourselves and begin moving more towards the tower. And now that you're in this clearing, you can see there's not much further ahead of you. And so you move through the woods quietly, I assume.
Yes, definitely.
All right, we'll keep your guys' stealth roll. And as you get closer, you exit the thatchery, all of the thick wooded area, and you just see what looks to be just a door, almost looking out of place. It almost looks homely. Just a quiet wooden door, antique looking, with regular doorknob, no locks, no danger, no nothing. And that is where we'll take a break.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Sweet.
It's so wild to see everyone so powerful.
Right?
Those were just bad rolls because those were actually ropers.
Ooh.
I just flavored it.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like they didn't get a chance to go.
Oh, those guys.
Because we wrecked
I
them.
remember the roper.
We wrecked
Yeah.
them.
And you guys were strong enough to take them out before they like got to do any real damage. I was just the blink dogs were just there for distraction, but like, ugh. Well done.
Oh man.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
All right,
be
well.
back in 10, about 10
Yeah,
minutes.
we're gonna go to break and see you guys soon.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Bye. See you soon.
Welcome back. All right. Where we left off before break is our cunning companions here, completely obliterated.
Yeah.
All of the monsters in their way. But after leaving and finding their way out of the forest, they stumbled upon the tower itself with what seems to be a very inviting front door.
So before we go in, I remember that I pick an orc as my favorite enemy. Basically,
Really? I'll try not to take offense to that.
you should totally take offense to that. But it works out in your favor tonight. Basically, I have advantage on survival checks when I'm tracking favored enemies. So I would like to do a survival check to see if I can track Stoic.
Okay.
Can I?
Yeah,
Roll
make
survival?
a survival check.
All right.
see.
Sweet. They're both pretty good. The higher is 18.
18. With that roll, I'll backtrack a little bit, and you search around the door and around where you guys came out of the woods, and you do notice a purple thread hanging from that got snagged on one of the plants.
Like before the door, or like
Yeah, before the door, like exiting the overgrown.
Okay. As we're passing through, I'll like stop and I'll point it out to the group. We're on the right track. I think this is Stoic's tunic or whatever it's called.
Okay.
I have Blacktooth come up and have him sniff it.
Smells musty.
It is a good smell. So we're at the door, is what you said?
Yep.
I cast Mage Hand and I send it out to like feel the perimeter and like check for traps.
Okay, I'll roll. I don't know if you have a check for traps. Is that roll an investigation?
It's not like the Arcane Trickster one that has like all the extra cool bits to it. This is just a regular Mage Hand. Ooh, yes, please. You said what was I doing again?
You were doing investigation.
All right, that's going to be a 22. No, sorry, 21.
Okay. You don't sense any kind of traps. It seems safe.
Then I have the Mage Hand turn the door. Does the door open, like unlock, or is it locked?
Unlocked.
Do you want me to open the door?
It's where he is.
Can I see through it?
How long does that last?
It's
Oh, it was like
just an action.
something.
You just turn it on.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Wait, is the duration an action?
No, I mean I can activate it as an action. It doesn't have a duration.
That's crazy.
As if the
Okay.
ring of X-ray vision is what it says.
Okay.
And I have the ring pulled up, and it doesn't. While wearing the ring.
Okay. So yeah, you can see. You cannot.
Oh, for
see
1
through
minute,
these.
but I can
Okay.
use an action to do it again. There's no limit.
Okay. Well, then, if you want to activate it again, you can. But right now, you can't see through the door.
It does. Okay. As I say, it does have limits on what it can see through, but also, I'd like to just say you are all quite impressive.
Same. Did
As
you
are
see you out there?
Yeah.
You were stunning. And how quickly you just absolutely decapitated that wolf. Usually I'm the first one who can get the knock on things, and I was ready to defend your honor, but then you defended your own honor, and I was like, yes, thank you.
I kind of like run my hand over the tattoo, and I just, but still, I can't quite shake the feeling that I've paid a very high price for this, and I don't mean money.
Like another deal with another dark being.
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't think this is anything like that, but I can't be sure.
Because I don't need to deal with another saving someone's soul from a bad deal with nefarious devils. I don't have the energy for that.
No, I don't think it's anything like that. I think it's just that I acquired some of this, at a very high price.
Do you feel all right? Are you in pain or anything?
I feel quite good, actually. My heart's not even elevated.
Yeah. But now, like Asura said, you're moving with that sword over there. My goodness, that was impressive. And the dagger thing, come on, that was pretty dope.
Actually, quite jealous of that, actually, to be perfectly honest with you. But then it's masterful what everyone could do.
Yes, it seems everyone seems to be doing quite well.
And easy. Oh my god! What the heck did you just explode into the room? It was absolutely terrifying.
Thank you. As I don't know, it seems like a world of knowledge that I didn't know before. And I open up my spell book, and I'm just like, there's extra volumes that I don't remember writing. But they're here, and I know them. It's very, very odd feeling. Yeah. I like it, and I put the hood up, and I go towards the door.
My mage hand pushes the door open.
Yeah. And I'll let Sally go first.
Sally can't wait.
She can't wait.
Okay. As the door opens, you see inside, and Sally goes in, and what you can see from the doorway is like a half circle room, because the tower is round, and so you see the half circle with like a wall in front, and it seems to look like an office space. Do any of you follow Sally in?
Sure.
As the rest of you follow in and go into the space, you find yourself in a warm, cozy, almost like a study, but it is sparsely furnished. There's a door in the center of the flat wall, and you guys came in through a door on the curved wall. And there's a solitary bookshelf, 2 armchairs, and a table in between them with what looks to be a vase with something colorful in it. Like, not a vase, but like a clear bowl.
What do you mean by, what is, like, is it rocks, like flowers? Like, what is this something colorful?
You can go take a look.
I will do that.
Upon further inspection, you notice that they're multicolored gemstones.
Like the one with the teleportation one?
No, these ones are kind of unique because. So make an intelligence roll for me.
Oh boy.
Your thing?
While he's doing that, so recap, there's a multicolored gemstones where?
You're in the center. So you guys are in a half moon room. And in the center, there's 2 armchairs facing each other with a table in the center.
Okay.
And it has a clear bowl that has multicolored gems in it. And then you see a door on the flat wall and a
Are
bookshelf.
these gemstones blue and red, perchance?
Well, there's some that are blue and some that are red, but they're multicolored. There's
I was like 2 armchairs sitting across from each other. And
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like,
But you've got the right
Stone will
visual.
you choose?
You
Yeah,
have the right
yeah.
visual.
okay.
I rolled a 19.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So upon further inspection, you can tell that these are gems, all of them. There's ruby and sapphire, but somehow they have all been cut in perfect circles. So they're like marbles, but by looking at them, you can tell that they are actual gemstones that have been cut and smoothed to all be the same size. As you look, you notice that there are, and you may want to write this down, somebody. There are red, orange, green, blue, white, yellow, purple, brown, and black.
So 9 different colors.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. Before we do more investigation, I'm gonna take my staff and tap the door that we just walked through. I'll say, "Do not have any extra visitors, yeah." And I cast Arcane Lock on use and speak the word strudel as the password for Arcane Lock.
Nice.
Yeah. And then we can proceed. That's it. That's all Easy was concerned about.
Take a look at the bookshelf.
You can. Roll an investigation for me.
Investigation 17.
So, as you search the bookshelf, none of the books seem that interesting. They seem to mainly, there's like a couple farmers' almanacs, strangely enough. And a lot of them seem to be talking about the moon and the cycles of the moon and the stars. It like almost like it's an observatory type base books.
Interesting.
And as you're thumbing through the books, a note falls out of one of the books. I assume you pick it up. And upon further inspection, it reads, "Mud minus blood, grass without the sun, blood, then grass, mud, then sky, don't die."
Can you repeat that again?
I put it in the chat.
Oh,
so you guys
thank
got
you.
it. Because commas are important.
Indeed.
All right. So I'm looking at the note, and then I'm looking at the gems. I'm like, well, mud is brown, blood is red, grass green, sun yellow, red, green, brown, blue, or white for sky.
Let's say blue, probably.
Blue, yes. That they would go clouds if it were white.
Okay.
Well, I mean, but the sky could also be nighttime and it could be dark and black. Or it could be a sunrise or a sunset and it could be orange.
Yeah. But what do you think it means, like mud minus blood? So brown minus red. How does
Red?
brown minus red?
Well, brown is a combination of a bunch of different colors. Like red and purple make brown.
Okay. So brown without red is what color?
Purple.
Purple?
Okay.
Oh my god, I literally have to like think of mouse paint. Do you remember that book Mouse Paint? Where
No.
the little mouse would walk through the primary colors and make secondary colors and tertiary
No.
colors?
You're saying mud minus blood is purple?
Well, if it's brown
so.
minus it's brown minus red. And I think if you combine red and purple, that makes brown. If I remember my paints correctly. The problem is, are we talking about pigment or are we talking about light? Because they do not. The color
red and purple
dimensionality.
makes pink.
Red and purple makes pink?
Wait, that's red and purple. Brown. Yeah, red and purple makes pink.
That does
I would
not seem
think
right.
Red and white would make pink.
Pink, yeah.
Can I do a history check to figure out color, what colors make sense? Because it counts as recall the lore about past disputes. You know, disputes about different colors. I don't know.
I'm going to sit in one of the chairs.
Ooh.
Okay, you do so. They're quite comfy. They're a little old. You kind of feel the springs.
But nothing else happens or don't see any, hear anything.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
What happens? I reach my hand in the bowl and I pick up just one purple gem. I just pick it up.
Nothing happens.
Does it look like these gems need to go somewhere? Like, does it look like these little circle marbles like have like a place that they go?
Not on the table. You can roll. You can search the room if you'd like.
Yeah, I'd like to kind of peruse the room and see if I can find like a notch or something where like it looks like a smooth round object would go.
Let me get an investigation check, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna help her out with that actually.
Natural 20.
Of course.
So
So that would be a 22.
you don't even search the room. You just start to gaze and look, and your eyes immediately lock onto the door, where you notice on the flat wall, there's the door to the other half, and you notice that below the doorknob where a keyhole would be, there seems to be a round hole that looks the exact same size as these gems.
It looks like we probably need to insert these marbles in the correct order into this little hole right there.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
So who knows their colors?
I know how to change my eye colors pretty well.
And
Can I
believe
actually start?
green?
Sorry.
I believe green is a combination of blue and yellow.
Yellow.
I believe
So if you take out the sun, you'd get blue. Yes.
Okay, second gem is blue. I take the blue gem out and I put it on like the table, just like kind of where you think the second would go. Just okay,
Mhm.
blue number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then blood is red number 3, and then grass is green number 4, brown is mud, brown 4 or 5, and then sky. I pull out one more blue.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sky could also be white or yellow or orange.
It could. But the most classic one, as Valen said, is blue.
I believe
I'm with the-
red and orange would make mud. Yes. So if you took mud minus blood, you'd get orange.
Mm.
Can Asura does this thing where she starts to like slowly like turn her eyes, like she like basically sets her irises to a color, and then she like sets the like sclera to like do a different color, and she starts to do like little like trying to figure out what colors line up to make which colors. So she makes her iris orange, and then she slowly puts the sclera red and see if her eyes turn brown.
They appear to be red and orange.
So like I don't get the film cover to make the new color.
No, you just tend to see it change from one color to the next.
Damn it! I was hoping I could outsmart this.
Do you think that it says don't die? Does that mean that we get it wrong? That one of us could die? And or that don't die means that black is in death?
White is the opposite of death.
Yeah, it is.
It also could very well mean if we do this wrong, we die.
Yeah.
Or we have to put in the white marble because it's don't die.
Well, the note specifically has capitalized all of the the ideas, like
Right.
blood and grass, but don't die is entirely in lowercase. So I don't, in my mind, it doesn't equate to an actual marble, but a direction, because everything else is capitalized.
Fair. So what if we take out a white marble? We don't do anything with it. Once we do all the combination, and if nothing happens, then we throw in one more white marble.
How many slots are on the door?
One, I think you put them in order.
Oh, okay.
Like you feed them in order. At this point, we believe confidently that we have blue, red, green, and brown in the mix, but we don't have the first or the last one with confidence.
I'm pretty confident the sky is blue. I understand your hesitation, but I'm personally confident the sky is blue.
Yeah, and the grass without sun becoming blue doesn't means that we have two blues. That doesn't.
Which
seem
I imagine
right.
I mean, it could be. We don't use all the colors.
True. Yeah.
Unless the grass without sun is black.
Or brown because
Also
it's
true,
dead.
yeah.
Everything
Sounds-
without light is black.
Mm-hmm.
It's also true as well. Or we could do this. I cast knock on the door.
Do it!
Read
Instead of just
the
knocking,
spell to me.
The spell, okay. Choose an object you can see within range within 60 feet. The object can be a door, box, chest, whatever. Another object that contains a mundane or magical means access. A target that is held shut by a mundane lock or that is stuck by a bar unlocked becomes unlocked or unstuck. If the object has multiple locks, only one lock is then unlocked. If you choose a target that is held shut with arcane lock, the spell is suppressed for 10 minutes, during which time the target can be opened and shut normally. When you cast a spell, a loud knock, audible from far as away as 300 feet, emanates from the target object. Very loud.
What level? What level spell is that?
The second level spell.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not super high, so it's obviously could be like easily dismissed.
So we just hear knock.
So, you said you could, but are you casting it?
I am casting it, yes.
Okay.
Does it open or not open?
As you cast a spell, all you hear is an extremely loud boo for your knock.
Oh, for my knock? Okay. I thought it exploded us.
No, I thought about it, but no, it doesn't seem. You can try it,
Yeah. No, I'm not.
but it does not seem to have come unlocked.
Okay. All right. Well, that was my good try, yeah.
Wait, your spell was just make a loud noise? That doesn't help us, Easy.
Of course it wasn't. It was to unlock us, you fool. But
the door's still locked.
well, I'll use your head next time to unlock it.
I'm not gonna knock my head on the door. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, figure out these city gems. Obviously, that's the option that we have.
Can I grab some of the gems? And I'm gonna, because I couldn't do it with my eyes, I'm gonna look at them. Can I see through, like, light passing through them?
Some of them, yes.
I'm
Not-
gonna take.
not all of them. But
I'm
it's
gonna
also
take
not very lit in this room. It's a few torches, so you'd probably have to walk.
I'll walk up
forward.
right up to a torch, and I'm just gonna take a red one, and I'm gonna just say, "Pass me an orange one." And I'm gonna start to, like, do this and, like, put them, like, in front of each other and behind each other to see if I can see what happens when light passes through both of them. If I get like the brown color.
It's really hard to tell because the light, since it's a torchlight, isn't quite strong enough to go. If you hold up one gem, you can kind of see through it, but once you put 2 gems in there, it's just not bright enough light to go through both of those gems to give you a color.
Easy.
Listen, all of my ideas.
I cast light on my staff because nice bright white light.
Then I just turn around and I just
help
put the gems up to his redonkulously bright light, and I do the same thing again.
It is still a little hard. Like, you're not quite
Okay.
able to see a color change because
Fair
that
enough.
first one, they're rocks. Like, they're full on gems. It's not colored glass.
Yeah.
So the light is not penetrating in the way that you would hope.
Just for kicks, somebody else sit across from me.
Okay, I'll
Yeah,
sit across
see-
from him. Oh no, I'll let Bear do it since Bear said okay.
Just now what?
As soon as Bear sits down, a blue and a red gem float up. No, I'm just kidding.
If you
No,
take
nothing
the red gem,
You said the bookshelf had farmers' almanacs and nothing else of note.
Yeah, mainly about weather and moon cycles, and like that's about it. Nothing. It's not magical or like anything of intrigue.
Okay. What about the table or the bowl?
I mean, they both seem to be just ornate and beautiful, well crafted, but nothing that's popping out to you is like a button or a trigger or a clue of some kind.
I think we're overcomplicating this, guys. What did you say?
yeah, well, I don't want to die.
I know, but I feel like we solved it. I don't know why we keep second guessing ourselves.
Did we?
Fortunately, there's both in one way to get brown, for example. If you mix red and orange, or if you mix red and green, for example. So if we take red out of brown, what color do we get left?
I don't know. You had said orange. That sounded right to me.
What about yellow?
Well, red and yellow makes orange.
Yes.
Because they are 2 primary colors, and when you mix them together, the secondary color is orange.
And we believe green is used by grass, so it leaves orange as perhaps the most obvious one. But then you have, well, the sun could be yellow, but I'm not sure where that leaves yellow in the order.
I mean, who says we have to use all the marbles?
I don't think we have to use all the colors. I don't think.
Those things so easy. There's only one door in here, right? Just the one besides the one we came in.
I mean, yeah, yes. Danny, is that the only other door besides the one we came in?
That is the one that you came in and the one that you go out, or the one that you came in and the one in front of you.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I mean, from the way that it is said, there's only 6 marbles we put in, so we could not have used all the colors anyway, since there's 9 colors.
Mm-hmm.
And we inspected the door, right?
Not really. She just kind of inspected the room in general and found that hole.
I'm gonna take a close look at the door.
Yep, I'll help you. I'll give you advantage on that one.
Okay. Is this investigation?
Yep.
Okay, so I rolled a 19, so that would be 21.
So with 21 in your true sight, you notice that this door is very sturdy. The lock does seem weird. You cannot tell how many marbles go in it, but you do see, you get the feeling that the marbles go in and drop down, and when they all are in the correct order, that the door will unlock. You also notice a slight shimmer with your true sight over the door, that it is obviously magically defended.
Okay. I think we need to be careful about messing with this door too much. It seems to have some sort of magic upon it.
That's why I'm harping on making sure we get the right colors here, because I feel like it's not going to go well for us if we don't get it right. To be perfectly honest with you, I am more inclined to think that it is red and green versus red and orange.
Well, then what does that leave? Grass.
Well, we could have the same colors twice. There's multiples of each color, correct? Like there's multiples, yeah.
Yeah, the whole jar, the whole bowl is filled with.
Oh, so we don't have to necessarily account for all the colors.
Correct.
Nope.
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think the first color, in my opinion, I think it would be green rather than orange. So it would be green, blue, red, green, brown, and then I know Bear believes to be blue, so then the last one would be blue. And then potentially one additional one with the don't die, but it's not capitalized.
Could be either white or black, I suppose, depending on how you look at it.
But it's not capitalized, so my inclination is that it's not one of the marbles.
Oh, it's not capitalized.
Correct. From the looks of this note, everything else is capitalized when it's referring to something that references the color.
Seems like we've got a
Shall we try?
pattern.
Alrighty, I grab the
Allow me to do it.
Also, if you're worried about it, I can heal you probably. Yeah, I can still heal you.
Okay, I hand her green, blue, red, green, brown, blue.
Right. I feel pretty resilient, and I'm technically already dead anyway, so I take a green one and put it in the hole.
And as you do, you hear it slide and go dunk, 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 inside the door, and nothing else happens.
So far, so good. Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Dunk, 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 dunk.
Red.
Dunk, 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 dunk.
Green.
Dunk, 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 dunk.
Bro, it's getting shorter.
It is.
Brown.
It
The brown, and then
Dunk.
blue.
As you insert the blue, you hear an audible click.
All right. Perhaps you'd like to stand back.
Do you want to stand back too? And I cast Mage Hand again to come up next to her.
I suppose there's some wisdom to that, yes.
And then I turn the knob with Mage Hand.
As I stand back.
You turn the knob. Nothing seems to happen so far.
Like the door doesn't move at all. Like the knob doesn't twist.
Are
at all?
you? The knob does twist. Are you pushing it open?
Yeah.
It opens freely.
Yay!
I will point
Okay.
out none of you tried the door before you unlocked it. To know that. But I'll just put that out there. But yeah.
It's true. We didn't. Listen, we just assumed doors are bad.
I did try to unlock it though, and you said it didn't unlock. So
You did. You did knock very loudly.
You did knock on it, yeah. Because if it was unlocked, it would have just opened.
It would unlock it if it worked, but if it didn't unlock it though.
Yeah, it did not.
That's okay.
So,
I
as you
guess,
slowly,
before-
you slowly open the door with your mage hand, you notice that this wall basically is just separating one giant round room. And in the other half of that room, well, you opened it with your mage hand?
Mm.
Okay, so you wouldn't have noticed because none of you felt it. But once you open it, all of you feel this very, very cold draft, as if you've just opened the door into a blizzard of this cold air pouring into the room that you're in. And as the door swings open, I know you don't like the cold. It slowly reveals. It slowly reveals a high back wing chair with its back towards you, and a figure sitting in it with two very large canine shapes on either side of him or her, and a fireplace to the front of them. But the fireplace, you notice, is blue flame, not orange, and it's almost a magical flame, and it seems to be emitting just cold.
Worst use of fire ever. I know a guy who knows how fire works, and I like thumb over towards easy.
Do you guys enter, or do you guys hang back?
I
slowly make my way in.
Yeah.
I'll let Sally take the lead on this one.
Fucking Sally's still there.
Yeah, man, she's still hanging around.
Yeah, and like Blacktooth is like literally like between my legs. Like I'm literally walking and like just right like in between my legs.
As you guys enter,
I'll walk in.
you notice your own animals getting on edge, and you just hear a low growl of like from the two dogs on the sides. And you see a hand reach out and gently stroke the dog to calm its nerves. And you hear a voice echo through the room of just, "Oh, so you're the ones that knock so loudly."
Pardon our intrusion.
I felt like it was polite to knock first before entering.
Some may say so, but to knock in a place you're not welcome is a very strange thing indeed.
Ooh.
Well,
But
We're not welcome.
we know somebody who's here.
Ah. And were you invited?
A parting gift was left for us, yes.
We were invited. I would have a very difficult time if I wasn't.
Shit, is that true? Sorry, I got to break for a minute. Is that in D&D lore too?
It is. In her case, it's not so much a hard restriction as it is like a very unpleasant thing. Because of her,
Shit.
A vampire,
her,
yeah.
her
But you're not
redeemed.
invited, and I didn't know that. So, like,
Well, yeah. Well, it's like her redeemed nature changed it a little bit, so it's
Okay.
not
Right,
quite the
right.
same.
Yeah.
It's
For a
just
vampire being invited in.
she sees it as she was invited by Stoic. But it'd be very unpleasant.
Yeah,
if
okay.
not.
Okay, we can work with that. You see someone slowly rise from the chair and turn towards you. And as he turns, you see before you what looks to be an elf, but not quite. He has like freezer burn and shimmer. So think Twilight. He sparkles.
Sparkles a little bit.
It is an elf.
Vampire
Thank you
versus
very much.
vampire.
It is an elf. It is an elf that sparkles. One of you would probably know that this is a Eldarin. Is that how you say it? It's a winter
Eladrin.
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 It is a winter Eladrin that you were
Ooh.
gazing upon. And now that he's turned, so has his two canine friends, and you've noticed that he has two winter wolves accompanying him. And as he turns and finally lays eyes upon you, you see his expression change from not caring to greed.
Read.
As greed and hunger as he lays eyes upon all of you, and he slowly stops on easy and says, "Well, I must add you to my collection."
I'd like to see you try. and I cast both Mage Hand with the staff and Mage Hand with one hand, and they crack in the air like this.
Oh, when I'm done with you, you'll be begging me to stay.
Very interesting. Our man was just two small puppies, yeah.
You see, my hand slowly goes to my blade, and I say, "I'm afraid I've grown quite attached to this lot, and I'm not too bothered by the cold."
And you
then
just
you're
like,
more than welcome to join him.
and you just see like shadow like around me start to like vibrate a little bit like behind me, and I'm like, and these are my boys. They're already collected.
You are pretty, but I have enough tieflings in my collection.
Rowan Asura's eyes instantly go red.
I just walk up and I say, "Listen, are we gonna have a pissing contest all day? Or are we gonna fight? I'm tired." It's like, I got this, I got that. Are we gonna fight or what? What's happening here?
Wow, Bear. Okay.
Do you say that, or do you actually walk towards them?
Well, wait, I guess I'm kind of assuming we're like all in like a line at the doorway. Like I walk up to the line of everyone, like blade drawn. It's like, what are we doing? Like pissing contest or fighting? Like I'm tired of like comparing who's got what.
Well, you are definitely not needed here, sir.
Fine with me. He said,
And I look over to Enthress, and I'm like, you can see in the dark, yes? Like
Can
extra
see.
dark?
Quite a lot.
Good. And I kick the door closed that we walked through. And I am going to cast darkness into the room. And with my darkness, I can see 10 feet into it. Like, I have the ability to see through my own magical darkness.
Wow.
And because she can also see through her my magical darkness, I just take out my shadow blade and I just ram it through this guy.
So, as you run towards him, you go to plunge your blade And as you're reaching out, you swear you get him, but it's almost as though you stabbed through an after image. And you now notice that he is 30 feet over to the side of you, and both his dogs have turned towards you and look very angry. And that is where we will end it. Because we don't quite have enough time to go and do another fight.
Yeah, it's a big fight. It's a big guy. Winter
Man,
Element
and here I was worried about nothing. I thought you guys were going to ask me a whole bunch of questions, like.
Listen, the minute you said that I have plenty. Listen, the minute you said I have plenty of tieflings already in my collection, there was no more talking for Asura. Yeah. She had nothing else. She's like, I don't give a fuck what you have to say. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your backstory is. I don't care what's important. We need to know from you. Asura doesn't have that 15 years of maturity right now. She just got 15 years of muscles.
All power, no wisdom.
Yeah, no wisdom.
Yeah,
She's got no
Some
wisdom.
things never change.
Yep.
That's right.
Oh man.
Good stuff.
Tons of fun, but it stinks at the same time. Like, it was so
I know,
enjoyable.
I want to keep going.
Yeah, it was so enjoyable setting up that trap and like just getting to like watch you guys like try to figure it out. I'm like, oh, this is so much fun. But then, like, you wouldn't have died, but there was a thing if you would have put the wrong color in, and I didn't even get to use it.
Because some of us read mouse paint as a child.
It wasn't even bad. They were going to.
Some of us are
magic missiles.
Some of us are designers by profession.
I was hoping you guys were going to get brown wrong because that's the hard one. And
it was. That's why I was like, don't fuck it up.
You can't say primary colors, and like as a child, that was my favorite song. Like, the primary colors are 1, 2, 3, red, yellow, and blue. Like, which makes brown.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I cannot wait for next week.
I know, me too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I barely got to do anything with Valen, and I'm excited to see.
Yeah, he scratched the surface.
Just scratching the surface. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, initially this was supposed to be in this episode, this fight, but we ran like I should have known better because you got to explore the RP of like being 15 years older too.
Yeah.
So.
And also it's us. We love to talk to each other.
Well, that's good because that's just one less fight I got to write for next week.
Now you can go back and like really buff it up.
Yeah. I'm going to.
Which I'm excited for.
We're about to get wrecked.
If I keep track of everything, like I thought I was gonna do well, and then I started to stutter, and I was like, oh. And then I'm like, you guys are killing people, and I'm like, I could have done like 6 different things, and I didn't do it.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to be a player.
I know. I'm loving this. I'm loving having you as part of our group.
Seriously, having those roles on our side, I'll take it.
For once.
Well, so what's the plan? Like next week, Monday, that's the second episode.
Mm-hmm.
We're still in here, by the way.
That's fine. I'm just wondering I could stretch it to 3.
Oh, I say stretch it.
I'd love to have 3. Honestly.
I'm okay with it.
Okay. We will let you know next week.
Part 2 next week. Part 3.
Part 2 of question mark?
Yeah, listen, we're gonna money grab we're gonna extend this film Odyssey for as long as we can. We will make part A 4, part B 3.
This is Land Before Time 12, baby.
That's right. Land Before Time 12.
I think we gotta check dates too because holiday travel and stuff like that. We got to see when that 3rd day would fall.
Yeah,
I think so.
True.
We can do that because we're smart, strong, capable people.
So we will let you know next week.
Yes, absolutely.
Fair enough.
Danny, thank you. This is.
Yes.
I'm loving this so far. This world is so much fun.
So good.
Heck yeah.
And it's so weird to be older.
I'm excited for you guys to get to the end because like it took me forever to find a big bad that I thought would be on par with level
Uh-oh.
15 characters.
I don't
Oh,
like
no.
that.
No,
Yeah, I don't either.
Mm.
No, thank you.
so I'm
I'm
excited.
fine.
You're
fine,
dropping
thank you.
Tiamat on us. I get it. Yeah.
No, don't make this an illusion to no, thank you. No.
All right. Well, friends and followers, that is the end of tonight's episode. And we love you all, and we'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Mwah, mwah.